Hello, welcome to episode 3. I probably have named this episode, and you can find that down below. And it's words that spell out evil, but I don't remember what they are at this point. I've done like 15 of them. Thanks so much for joining us today. We will be hopping right into the action here in a moment and getting rolling right along. But let's go ahead and introduce you to our players. And I'll go ahead and teacher style call this. So we can go around. Nicola, introduce yourself. Where can people find you? What do you do? What are you up to?
Hi, my name is Nicola. My pronouns are she, they. I go by Nicola the Druid on all the social places. When I'm not here, you can find me over at Diversity Saves, where I'm the director of programming. We host fundraisers and community showcases where we promote, uplift, and provide resources for marginalized communities within the TTRPG space. You can also find me once a month over at Roller's Joint, where we're playing a City of Mist game. I don't know why I keep wanting to say masks. City of Mist game called Breaking Neon.
Awesome. Blake, what you up to? Where can people find you?
Hello, I'm Blake. You can find me at the Coziest Trauma Corner on YouTube at the Coziest Bean, and sometimes with Zil Zaddy as well. But you should catch me here because this is fun and this is awesome. So do that.
Awesome. And Christian, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Christian, he, him. I am Louis Kaboom on all the socials. Come check me out at the Laboratory Theater, Florida if you want to see me perform and do silly things live on stage.
Awesome. Sophia, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, her, we. You can find me at Nerdy Teddy on Blue Sky, and you can find me over with Nerds with Dice as the chancellor and the founder. We run all kinds of great stuff over there, and I am the storyteller for Fields of the Dead, a Midwestern zombie apocalypse using the Walking Dead universe, and I'm a mod over with the Queer Actual Play Guild.
Awesome. Rain, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Rain. Pronouns are they, he, and I am on socials in general under Rainbow Tiefling. Maybe you can summon me back into action on any of those by sending videos of cats. I don't know. Or just follow for funsies, just in case. It's like a Bigfoot sighting, I think.
I have determined you are the internet cryptid of this player group. I am Kayla, just KDM Dalliance. Just check out the link tree. I do a shit ton of things, including also being on Zilla Zaddy. If you want to see me be my chaos self as a player rather than as a director or a GM, go check that out. We're playing through Harrow, the Blighted Plane, which is in the Cypher system. We should hopefully have wrapped it up by now, but considering the pacing we're doing and we're not even to the thing we're supposed to get to yet, who knows? As a little housekeeping, just, thank you for joining us for this episode. We do these every other Saturday, so join us for more villain goodness. Go check out the YouTube Paracosm Entertainment if you want to check out any of the VOD or any of the one-shots or things under our umbrella as well. If you want more TVD RPG system goodness, subscribe so that you're notified when we go live, either on YouTube or on Twitch. Because, AI slop and all of that stuff makes it really hard if you don't subscribe to get notified when we do go live. If you want to check out something cool and or have a home self-defense item in your house, go check out Harrow the Blighted Plane by Underground Oracle Publishing. It's a 300+ page book. It comes in hardcover if you need to whack someone who comes into your house you weren't expecting. It's great for that. We will be today playing, as mentioned, TV the RPG, which is by Little Red Goblin Games. It is a rules light, fun, and story first system that uses just a d20 and a deck of cards, and only has 4 stats: action, mystery, drama, comedy, and it mirrors TV show episodes, those British miniseries, or movies. It tries to emulate all of those and lets us have a great time. So yeah, that is all my opening spiel, and we're just gonna jump right into it with our players. They just wrapped up the superhero fight tactics on floor 52 with its Scales of Justice guest starring as the instructors there, and Todd entering into a broship with Howler, Grizlar feeling a little sad about the broship, Maevis thoroughly distracted by the unknown Medusa in Team A's group, Vi ignoring the text from Jin and then realizing Jin's probably also messaging someone else in the room, possibly talking shit about them. And Grizlar, again, still contending with that feeling of lost potential broship. Dr. Rash just still not impressed by the Scales of Justice and all of this. As you all are heading off to your next event, are you all heading to laser battle or group cooking lesson?
Mm-hmm.
Laser battle.
Lasers!
It feels like that one has a strong preference. So laser battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Laser battle is you look up in the schedule to see what floor it's on, and it doesn't give you a floor number. It just has AAA star, and you're like, AAA star? And then you get a ping from your fellow nanobots who's like, that there's been a new option added to your pneumatic tubes and your teleporters and your elevators to get you to the new setup AAA star floor for laser battle today. Totally will get there without issue. Nothing bad will happen when getting there.
That's not concerning at all.
Grizzle's going to type in a quick complaint that there's no stair access, so Grizzle just quickly types that.
The nanobots purposefully let you know that they left you unread. It's an email. You shouldn't be able to get that unless you have the receipt on, but they use their little connected to everything nanobotness in the mail server to let you know that they read it, but they're ignoring you.
This place truly is a den of evil.
So you have 3 options for how to get there. Some of them are not kind to some of you.
I mean, if we can't get there by stairs, I guess elevator. I guess.
With a group bonding, yeah, Grizzle thinks that'd be.
I'm taking the teleporter for your sakes.
Yeah, I'm on the teleporter. Come on. Come on.
Who you saying come on to me? Who you saying to all of us?
Yeah, we know. Literally, one of the elevators gets lost in a dimension.
Only occasionally in a demi-plane.
Statistically, the more floors they build, the less likely it will be to happen.
Grizlar, man, could I possibly get like a spare trash bag or something?
He mumbles and could ask your new friend, but yes, Grizzle has one for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, and they're cherries in it too, just because. Yes.
That is magical. That was a genius idea.
So it goes into the what do you call it? The gosh darn it.
Confession cam.
Confession cam. There we go. I mean, I guess Grizzle thinks maybe Todd's not that bad anymore. Grizlar is very confused, but it's fine. Get back to it.
What I hear is Grizlar is easily influenced.
Yeah, Grizlar's opinion on you is directly affected by the last experience that he had with you.
Todd walks up to the teleporter with like the trash bag ready in case he gets nauseous after teleporting.
Okay, so Todd's teleporting. Who's joining Todd on teleporter? Who's on a elevator? Who's on pneumatic tubes? So we got 3 on teleporter.
Where are some of our NPCs going? Are any of them getting on the elevator?
So it looks like a team and probably one of the teams from like the 72nd floor are getting into the elevator, just kind of like chatting. You're not sure what event they're going to next, but it looks like they're heading towards the elevators.
Is there room on the elevator for Maevis then?
We're gonna have you do. I know it's not a mechanic in this game, but too bad I'm adding it. A luck roll to see if there is room in the elevator. Which I'm assuming you're shooting for the one with the Medusa.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
You
yes.
want to roll above a 10.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh jeez.
I'm actually not sure whose side I'm on for the drama's sake.
Ooh. I mean, they're both. It's good. Both good answers, at least.
There we go.
Exactly 10. That's great. So let's see. What is an exactly 10 luck roll on this? I think you like look and see 3 of your teammates going for the teleporter. You look and your eyes follow that Jin's group and probably one other group from the 72nd floor are heading towards the elevators, and you start kind of like inching your way towards the elevators. And I would say you get the last spot in the elevator that has the Team A in it. It's got like you, Team A, and probably like some vaguely mermaid siren-esque character from the 72nd floor in it.
Am I crammed awkwardly into this elevator?
You are like at the very front, like the elevator doors are like right in front of your nose. You were the last spot in it, and I would say the Medusa woman is kind of like has put herself in the corner and the like, I am the smallest, so I will be the smallest in this elevator.
Is it the back corner? Is it the like back corner farthest away from Maevis?
Yeah, like she probably walked in first into the elevator.
Okay.
But there's like a little bit of maneuvering room. Like it's not like sardines packed. I think probably the biggest character is probably Killer Clown. But after a moment, you hear like some cracking sounds, and those spider legs go back in his body, and he's a little less bulky in the elevator.
Yeah. Can Maevis try to maneuver into the back?
Yeah, you could
just
definitely try. Roll me an action roll.
Okay. Let's see. So that is an 8 on the dice, and I believe my action is just +1.
So you can get a little closer. You don't quite, you're not quite able to get up beside her, but you probably like cut the distance between you and her in like half.
Who's between us?
I would say you have Mega Brain, and the Siren between you that seem to be chatting about like makeup tips for superhero fights, like makeup that can survive that kind of like fighting, and like next to the Medusa, not like in your way of the Medusa, probably Jin and Killer Clown are like joking and talking about the fight and the like budding romance between Todd and Howler.
I think Mavis is going to then either try to lean around them or just between them and just wave at her and just I wanted to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mavis.
All right. Let's see what kind of impression you leave. I'm gonna say drama roll so that you don't insult the people that you're pushing through, and you leave a good impression on this Medusa. In true awkward teen fashion, you go to try to push through, and the mega brain and the vaguely shark mermaid / siren give you a look and kind of join together and with their arms folded in front of you and excuse me, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to talk to and awkwardly trying to point behind.
And as you're awkwardly pointing and trying to point at the Medusa, you notice her eyes are down and she has headphones. So she has noticed nothing. And at that point, the elevator dings open. They are on the floor for the cafeteria, and all of them file out as a amalgamous group. And you are in the elevator by yourself.
Is this the floor I'm supposed to be on?
No. You do see a new button in the elevator for that AAA star, but this is not the floor you're supposed to be on.
Yeah, she'll make sure to hit the correct button and go to the laser battle.
Yeah.
A little dejected, but yeah, we'll go to the laser battle.
So you head to the laser battle. When you press this button, it's almost like Willy Wonka elevator style, in that it just doesn't go up and down. It goes at a weird angle and around, kind of like a loop-de-loop, and ends somewhere that you're pretty sure technically shouldn't be in the building, but somehow is. And the elevator door dings and opens to the rest of your team who's been there for a little bit. What happened?
Mavis, are you okay?
I'm fine. It's fine. The elevators are weird, but it's fine.
Okay.
She's definitely not making eye contact.
I will remember this.
The text go.
Why did all of you just at the same time go,
Oh, well, Grizlar did because Mavis said they were fine, but Grizlar didn't think it meant fine, so that's what Grizlar did that noise.
Okay, I understand.
Is that true, Mavis?
It meant it's fine.
To be fair, it was not a very convincing fine.
I think Mavis will tell them when they're ready. Tell us when they're ready.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point, Bay.
But you know what does make people feel fine in the real word meaning of the word? I've lost my ability to speak. Shooting lasers at people. Let's go!
And you're actually excited because they haven't had laser set up any kind of laser battle here before. So they made a whole new floor for it. It's probably going to be a lot of fun. And actually, dear viewers, let's transition over to our map of the laser fight that we have. And you will see a little counter. There's a blue counter and a red counter. And on the map, you'll see there is a blue base and a red base. Our player's base is blue. Our opponent's base, who they are, who knows, is red. So depending on how well they do, I'll change that counter. And it will go up or down or who knows. Just all depends on the players. So we're actually gonna all start at the entrance. And we'll have you race to get to your base. So shots on the base, successful shots on the base give you 3 points. A successful shot on an opponent gives you a point. A successful shot on one of the traps before it goes off gives you a point. Have fun.
There's
Tell
a very
me-
important question.
Yeah.
How tall is the ceiling?
Not tall enough for Dino
Good to know.
However, you do know that the nanobots are fully versed in your 40-foot form. So they have attempted in the past when you've like accidentally given yourself a paper cut or something to like adjust the floors on the fly or the room you're in on the fly to varying degrees of success. Sometimes it's just like suddenly you're on a balcony so you can get tall enough to not break anything. Sometimes it's just that the ceiling gets reinforced enough that you get squished, so you're really just like on your stomach still the 40-foot form. So, we'll see what happens.
Someone on another floor just ends up like the office and being John Malkovich, and like everything just gets like a foot shorter.
But yes, so we'll go ahead and get started. Before you're allowed into the room, you're taken into a room, given the like safety video, given how to use your equipment, given your equipment and how to put it on. It is not as bulky as a normal laser tag vest. It's much more like body armor with just like little light nodes all over it. They give you an option of pistol, shotgun, rifle for your laser gun. They're like, I guess if you want melee, here are things.
Do they have a sword?
They don't have a full sword, but they have like a little like short sword. And it looks like almost a child's toy. The blade part is like lit up red and like vaguely strobing.
Yeah, maybe it just mumbles close enough and takes a short. So
as you take it and it moves, it makes that like swing, swing, swing sound effect. That's clearly a sound effect. And you do see during that info dump of safety and equipment, you do see that scattered throughout the map will be also like little like kind of grenades. They look like little like LED balls that if you press the button in the middle and throw it, it will shoot off lasers. So and you also do know that there are several traps throughout the map that if it hits you, you'll go dead and not be able to get points for a set time. And if you hit it before it hits you, you'll get points for, as I mentioned earlier, a point for that. And the whole like class and getting you the equipment and being like, please don't destroy this. We made it for this week. This is the beginning of the week. We got a whole week of people to get through this.
No promises.
That's what the nanobots are for.
And it probably takes like a half hour, 45 minutes before you get through the training, and are led to the entrance that you will be going through as the blue team. You see that there is someone behind the like closed doors for the red team, ready to go, but you don't know who is on the red team as of yet. Is there any kind of strategizing or anything you all would like to do before that timer goes off to start the laser battle?
Can these laser rifles be modified, and can they be modified for lethal damage?
You can certainly try. However, if you fail, the lethal damage will probably be to you and or your friends.
Worth it.
Hmm?
I will.
So I would say since you're trying to augment it, it's going to be smart, so it's going to be mystery.
Which I have a -3 in.
Yep.
It's the tech is not my expertise. It's more just like turning animals into monsters. 4.
Oh, that was so close to being a 1. Yeah, so you go to like take it apart and you can't find the screws to take off the casing, so you just like jam something sharp in the seam and pop it, and as you pop it you also hit a bit of circuitry. So in the token picture, I'm gonna how do I do this? I'm gonna line this. You know what? As you do it and you hit the token, I'm gonna let you decide, Dr. Ash. You can either straight off the bat take 3 plot points of damage to yourself because you realize what's about to happen and you know, go off and let it just hurt you real quick. Or you get to pick 2 other players that take a plot point of damage.
Take one for the team. You can hit me.
No, I won't do that. I think what you guys see is like you'll see like Rash trying to like jerry rig something, and then there's like a whining noise, like a, and then he just says, "1 moment, please." He steps around the corner. There's a there's a an explosion, and he comes back. He's just like covered in soot, like a Looney Tune.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So they are mod proof. Just so we're aware.
Oh dear.
So that was 3 plot points.
Yeah.
Cool.
On that topic, do they reset per? When do they?
So they reset at the end of an episode. So,
Oh,
since
so
we're
the
in episode 3 now, your plot points and your plot armor will have reset.
So yeah, just so everyone's clear, at the top of this episode, at the very top of this episode, I am 3 plot points down.
Yeah. Before we get to the battle itself.
Before things have actually started, before we even know who we're fighting, I'm 3 plot points.
Because we only had 5, right? Because we started at 5, right? That's how much.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. You see that too? That's
40%.
Yeah, that's why I gave the devil's bargain. You could take all of it, or you and 2 other players can be hurt. But yeah, so you destroy that rifle. You do see a staff comes over angrily, jerks the rifle away from you, and hands you just a pistol. Like shoves the pistol in your chest, muttering about doctors and villains and how they think better. That they know better than the people that build the equipment. Some of us do have science degrees, you know.
I think I'm gonna try to tie this into my defining flaw. I do have a science degree. I'll tie this into my defining flaw, and I'll say I'll take the pistol, but my fingers are actually too big to actually shoot it. So we'll see how that works out later.
still throw it.
Yeah, it will be fine. Totally be fine. So you do see above the door kind of that 3, 2, 1 countdown blinky thing happening. And what I'm gonna do, I know the audience sees these cards over here. I'm going to draw 2 cards, and instead of drawing potentially like 8 to 10 cards for every single person, I'm gonna draw high and low just for the 2 teams, right? Whoever wins can decide if they want to go first in the group turn order or second in the group turn order. So if the other side wins, they get a pick. If you all win, you get a pick. So the top one is y'all, the bottom one is them. So we'll flip these over. Ooh, you got an ace, pretty high. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming you want to go high with that, because aces in TV the RPG could be above. So I don't know why they did that, but they did. But you all get to choose. Do you want to go first as a group or second as a group?
And you mean first into the room then, right? So you mean like we get to like first, because no one's in there yet, correct? So we're all kind of
So
waiting.
you act first, whatever that might be.
Gotcha.
I want to act first. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
first. Yeah, we go first.
Okay. I'm going to defend, but I'll go with the groups. We'll attack first.
All right. With that said, your tokens are off to the right. You all are acting first, so I'm gonna just have you all decide who goes when. Since you all are acting as a unit, there are 5 of you. All of you have to act before the end to switch over. So yeah, who's going first? Who's on first? What's on second?
And what are all the ways we get points? So shoot them.
Shoot the other
deactivate-
players.
Take out the traps.
Yeah, shoot the other players. Shoot the base. Shoot the trap before the trap gets you.
Okay.
If you get hit by either the trap or another player, then your gun system, just like in real laser tag, goes down for a little bit. So you can't gather points immediately after getting hit.
Okay.
Who wants to play defense for our base?
I feel like I should play defense.
Okay.
I second that.
Fair enough. I could go first if you just want me to get close to the base.
I think Grizlar's
I think
fine.
so.
Grizlar's down to go first. Oh, to get to the base. Yes. No, that makes more sense. I get it. So yes.
Yeah, so I'll say, yeah, could I just like place myself like?
Yeah, you should be able to move your token.
Yeah, I'll just put myself here just so I can see all the openings around us, so I know where things are coming from if they're coming at us.
Awesome. Now, who's up next? I'm going to
Grizlar
start
will go for the
styling it if I need to.
Grizlar will go for the attack. So Grizlar, I mean, those are heading towards their base. I don't know how far I can get.
You can get a probably. Oh, I don't know how to. Let me point with this thing. Pointer, haha. You probably get to like around here-ish.
There. Okay. I mean, if I run across a trap, I'll shoot it, but I don't. Yeah, so I'll go. I will go there then.
Vi, because these circles on the map probably mean something. So Vi is going to come in and go to this first circle because it probably catches her eye. All of our pieces are sideways, and I think that's very funny.
I think it's mine.
Is this anything that would catch her eye so that she would look at it?
Would you like to mystery me to see if you can figure out what it is?
Okay.
Yeah, you can mystery me. Give me a mystery roll.
All right, I have a +1 in mystery. 19.
Yeah, so you remember from that video being told that there's things within the battle map, so the grenades and things like that they've left in these kind of caches that you can get into. And not only do you recognize that as one of those caches, but you know how to get into this one in particular. So you can get into it pretty easy. And inside of it are a couple of those laser grenades that they mentioned, and what looks like a tripwire. It's just really just 2 nodes of light that look like they go together.
Vi is going to yell at Grizlar, take some grenades! And she's going to try and get everything out of here and pass it to her team members as they go by. And she's going to keep a grenade and the tripwire for herself.
Okay, so Grizlar, you have a grenade now. Vi, you have a grenade and a tripwire. Maevis or Todd, what would you like to do?
I think Todd is gonna follow Vi, and he'll take a grenade. Why not? But if I see any traps along the way, gonna try to take them out as well.
Mm-hmm. So you're keeping an eye out for traps, which again is I think is a mystery roll because they left everything vaguely like that under mystery. So give me a mystery roll to see if you could spot the traps before the traps spot you.
Okay, 1 second. I switched browsers, so hopefully it works better on this one. Did it roll?
Yep, you got 11
Okay, cool.
plus I think 1.
Mystery, so it's -1. It's 10.
I mean, you don't spot any traps, but thankfully, like nothing seems to go off, at least for the distance that you entered into the room for. So the immediate area around the door seems clear to your eye. Maevis, what you up to?
Looking into the room, would Maevis see like a good place to start? She's very aware she's got a sword in this situation and would like to like try to stay somewhat hidden. Is there anything she sees that would be like a good?
I mean, this is all blocked viewpoints. You could probably get into this area by the base if you wanted to, and be pretty unseen because of the walls blocking it.
Okay. I think like this is a good start spot for it. Just kind of moves forward. Wants to be a sneak attack people. Doesn't want to just be standing out in the open getting shot with laser.
And I am going to be a mean director, and I'm not going to show you who the other team is until you spot them. That's just how I'm going to play it. I'm moving them now, but you're not going to know who they are until you spot them.
I'm just going to make a guess like there's someone right here.
They don't know who we are either, so it's still fine.
Hopefully they didn't hear me kind of explode.
They definitely did hear something. So yeah, you're all turning ahead. What would you all look to do? Who is going first?
Grizlar wants to attack somebody if he can. Grizlar's going to be on the move to try to find someone to zap.
Slow mini kaiju with a laser rifle.
Of course. I was going to go... Well, yeah, I guess probably it'll take longer. It's probably this way, be a little quicker if I can. I don't know how far I can get, but I'm going to start in this direction.
Yeah, you can go that way. I will need you to give me a circumstantial roll for no reason.
Okay. Am I allowed? Because I'm okay. So what is that? Just a D20?
Yeah, it's just a D20. It's just a circumstantial roll, not necessarily genre specific, but wow, yeah.
Oh, why do I have to roll that? Okay, now so it doesn't.
For a circumstantial roll, you rolled a D20 on the D20. You just spent your 20 on it. But yeah, so you run that way and you hear like that same kind of like power up sound that you heard from Dr. Ash before he went, oh shit, and disappeared around the corner. You hear a and you turn and look, and two like turret things pop up from the floor and go to shoot at you. You like roll out of the way because you're shorter than they expect you to be, and you manage to hit one of them. Because you rolled a 20, I'll give you a hit too, not just a dodge.
Okay.
So that's
I'll take that.
Ooh,
So
not 41, 1 point.
I'll take the 41 though.
Not 41, 1 point.
So yeah, then I'll stay there, kind of keep crouched there. Yeah, sweet. Release, we're winning now.
I'm assuming Dr. Ash is still guarding the base. You are muted.
Of course I am. I will I'll just see what the deal is with this space on like these empty circles. Like if the filled circles had like the caches in them, what are the empty circle spaces about?
So you actually get there in time to see Grizlar shoot one of the torts that pop out of that. So it looks like it is circumstantial whether these other circles are either traps or something beneficial.
I see. All right, then I will. I'll stay where I'm at and just take up a defensive position and just be on the lookout for anybody that's not on our team.
Yeah. Vi, you got a grenade. You got a little tripwire thing.
I also have a thing that is blocking my mouse. Okay. Are you gonna say hello, Hank? Say hello. Yep. Okay. You're real talkative. All right. Vi is going down, but she is going slow. So I don't know how far we make it, but she is going slow and perceptively.
Okay. Give me if you're going slow and perceptively, give me a mystery, because you're trying to spot things and suss things out.
All right. +1 makes it an 8.
Yeah, so you try to go all slow and perceptive, and you're like, I got this. Like the wind, I got this. I am a warrior. And as you say, I am a warrior, you hear that as dropping down from the ceiling is almost like a disco light of lasers. And I will need you to give me an action roll to see if you can avoid getting hit by this disco ball of lasers.
Oh, my action with a -1. 14.
You do manage to dodge it, but you can't get a shot off in retaliation to it. So yes, Todd. I cannot hear you. You're muted.
Can Todd get a shot off in retaliation? Because he did specifically follow by.
You can roll me an action roll to see if you could get a shot off in retaliation.
Okay. Hey, that's my teammate. Oh!
18. Yes! You managed to get a shot off.
Let's go.
So yeah, Vi walks by, the laser dodges out of the way, and Todd, I don't think I mentioned earlier, grabbed a pistol and it's just like, and takes it out.
Heck yeah.
And then
Air high five.
Oh, that didn't catch on camera at all, but yes. He's going to keep running south down a little bit past Vi. So it's like, I think Vi is probably initially in the lead. And then Todd takes out the laser thing and then keeps on running.
All that cardio.
Yeah, it's Todd's favorite activity.
And Maevis, what would you like to do?
So in the center here, is this like a platform or something that Maevis could get on top of?
This?
No, I guess a little off the center.
This thing?
Yeah.
You could certainly try.
Do it.
Okay, yeah, I think Maevis would like to do that. Would like to try to get up there.
Yeah, give me an action roll to see if you can climb whatever kind of barrier this is to get on top of it.
I guess question.
Mm-hmm.
If she transformed and just jumped up there, would it be easier for her?
What I will give you is if you transform and spend a plot armor, I'll let you auto succeed because I can.
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Yeah, so I think maybe this is a look at this. Doesn't want to just climb up there and wants to just jump up there quickly. So she will transform.
What does your transformation look like?
Maevis is much more the stereotypical magical girl transformation. And so I think maybe in this instance it's just the foam sword, but normally she would pull her sword from thin air and hold it up to the sky, and like ribbons would start coming down to make like her new outfit. Her hair would like come out of the bun and be really long and have like golden pink ribbons, and like there's probably some like sparkles and golden pink, and her outfit is also golden pink. And I think while this is happening, it's unclear whether or not she's saying it or it's just something people can hear, but it goes off the by the power of the dark moon, I am the golden maiden, Luna. And then she's transformed.
Awesome.
I think Grizlar definitely hears it because he's like kind of nearby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
He gets
real.
hyped, just nods.
Probably everyone hears that.
It's not subtle, no, yeah.
So if you want, yeah, you can make it on top of that barrier.
Yeah, and then she jumps up here.
There's a moon indoors now. Where'd that moon come from?
And I think that's everyone. Everyone went? Yeah. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna do a bunch of dice rolls for no reason in particular. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ah, change things. Do I want to move them at all?
Question: is there a big scoreboard in the arena that we all see? I imagine like a big like.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll break that fourth wall. You know what the points are. I think, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I don't think anyone would see that either. Yeah, okay. Y'all's turn again. Blake, you are muted if you are trying for something.
Oh, no. But I was going to say, I mean, well, I mean, would Maevis see, since Maevis on top, would Maevis like have a vantage point on any of our combatants?
So no one has broken through into the area that Maevis has eyes on in that middle yet.
Gotcha, okay.
There are still like a bunch of walls and other barriers and things. No one's broken through into that middle section that Maevis has eyes on.
Also, do we have like earpieces to talk to each other?
No.
Can I spend a
Yell.
BS point to give us earbuds to talk to each other?
You could spend 2 BS points and I'll let you do that.
When do we regain them?
I think at the end of the episode.
Okay, cool. I spend 2 BS points so we can have earbuds to talk to each other.
And I just want you to know, I also get a BS point per player, so I'm also going to spend 2 BS points and give the other team earbuds.
That's fine. I don't see why that would be bad.
I know, I'm just letting you know. I also get 5 BS points.
Well, I think that's BS.
I will forever not say backstory points. It's bullshit points.
Yeah, like Blake, you think that's backstory?
That's backstory. I did until now. So yeah. Okay, so we're all connected that way. Cool. Yeah. So until the group, Grizlar's gonna scout ahead, and so action like an action hero, movie star. He's gonna make his way, trying to run into someone. I guess
You
we'll
going north, you
go
going south?
south. Let me because it's more towards and quicker route to get to their base. So yeah, go south and be wary of like the circle. So like, yeah. So as far south as I can go.
You could probably get to between the circles if you want. You are the shortest of the group. So I imagine you have to do more work to cover the
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
speaking as a short person,
Wow.
I
I'm
have to
short
walk
too, I know.
faster than all of my tall friends.
Wow. It's fine. I'll get there. Get as far as my short list can take me to.
I will need you to roll me a circumstantial roll. You want more than a 10.
Okay. Okay. I can't add nothing to it because I'm
Nope.
okay.
Because this is just to determine if it's helpful or not. Yep.
Well, it's a 17, so
It's helpful. So you remember Vi calling over the headset about grenades and some stuff, and you see the one to your right looks similar to that cache that Vi found towards the door, so might have something else in it.
Can I open it and take out the...
You can definitely try. That would be an action roll.
I can... Oh.
If you want to just, because you have to...
okay. Yeah.
You can't do anything without action, so you're going to have to try and force it open.
Just, yeah, like an action hero. I mean, if I can't see anyone, I might as well. If I can't do anything else, I don't see anyone around, so... Okay. What am I trying to beat?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's not gonna do it.
That's not gonna do it. No. I just want to preference. You rolled a 1 plus 7 bonus, still just 8, but you rolled a 1. So you go to open up this cache of what you think is things, and you jam your fingers in there, and you realize that it is sticky, and you're like almost adhered to it, and you have this recollection, this flashback of the time that Gary, the man bat, pulled a prank on you by putting the most powerful adhesive he could on your mop. And so for like a week or more, you were walking around and not able to put down your mop. So now your hands are kind of like stuck on trying to on this cache, trying to open it.
Grizz, I think that's a good prank because it taught him how to get rid of something super sticky. So just help him become a better janitor. All right, so I'm stuck there. Got you.
Yep, you are stuck there. I'm gonna actually put you over by it since you're adhered to it. Yeah. So who's going next? Grizlar's stuck to a thing.
I do have an idea. While I'm setting up defenses, we're supervillains. We have powers. If necessary, I'll spend a BS point for this. I want to go over like to this section here, and being a blobfish man, I am covered in a strange, strange clear mucus.
I see where this is going.
I would like to just like spread that mucus all around this area here. That way, if someone walks through, they'll have to like possibly like slip and fall and stuff like that.
Yep, that's exactly where I thought this was going. Yeah, so give me a BS point for that. I'll let it happen. You are a blobfish. It's very disturbing. I am going to give you a little bit of an area. I can just paint. Yeah. Lobby fish goo.
Just like squelching noises coming from that section over there.
And I think it also plays over the earpiece. You just hear squelching because it's loud enough squelch where it just like is picked up by the built-in mic of the system. So you all are privy to the squelching sounds.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
I think, Maevis, you have a clear view of this happening because you're on that barrier right there.
Look at me at your own peril.
She's looking away for sure.
All right. Dr. Ash, you spend your turn doing that. Vi, Todd, or Maevis? What would you like to do?
Mavis is definitely going to try to get a better vantage point, see if she can see anyone else, and just move along this platform.
Yep. Give me a circumstantial roll because you're by 2 of those little circled things. Again, you want over a 10. Yay! Yeah, good thing.
Yay!
You see a replacement rifle, laser rifle in there, and a like laser dagger. It also makes that swing sound as you move it.
She'll definitely take the dagger. Can she put the rifle on her back?
Yep.
Then she will do that.
Mavis is armed up to the teeth.
Thank you. Do you see anything better from this vantage point?
You see Grizlar is stuck to something. I think you have eyeballs on all of your team. And you can know that no one has passed into that center area. So you at least have a vague idea that the other team is probably on that other half of the map.
Okay.
I'm having tech gremlins with the map specifically. So Todd just wants to go around that like southeast corner at like a full sprint. So if our director can move Todd as far as you think he might be able to get.
And Vi was lining up to get up to like peek around, and Todd just takes off running. I love that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. However, I think you could probably get there if you want.
Okay. Does Todd see anything as he rounds the corner there?
Give me a circumstantial roll first.
Sounds good.
11. So one of those ends up being what looks like a red button in one of those circles that you pass. You're not sure what the big red button does, but it's a big red button, and who doesn't want a big red button? And big red buttons always should be pressed and always do good things and totally never do anything bad. Ever.
I agree.
So I feel like Todd has probably gotten his hand slapped before for touching the big red button. So he's not going to touch it, but he is going to definitely tell the entire team over the comm so that it's over there in the southeast corner.
Yeah, and I'd say it's probably in this one that you passed that the big red button is in.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can put a big red button. Well, it's going to be blue, but it's there.
Beautiful.
Vi, what would you like to do?
Press the big red button.
Yeah, I was like, if Todd doesn't do it, Vi will probably do it.
Hell yeah.
Vi was like trying to be, sneaky and stealthy to like get around that corner. And then here's on the earpiece, big red button, southeast corner. Oh, heck yeah. And just struts right on over, presses it.
Awesome. So I will need a action roll from Maevis, Grizlar, and Dr. Ash, and some unknown number of things that you can't see yet. So, Maevis, go ahead and give me an action roll. Okay, yeah, you're super duper good. You, first, which one of you rolled the 24? 17 plus 7.
That was Grizlar.
Okay, Grizlar, you use your kaiju strength to somehow, still arms fully attached, dive behind the cast that you're attached to. As from this middle section, you see something lift off the ground and like lasers go shooting out. Mavis, give me the action roll.
Maevis, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you get a face full of laser. You're gonna take a plot point of damage for me, and I'm also gonna roll and see what happens. 13. What's that on the results chart for action? Did we finally get it? No, we did not finally get it. Damaged. So that I get a pick, but I'm not gonna be mean. I'm gonna let you pick. You have 3 weapons. Which of your weapons are unusable now?
But could they use plot armor? Just I know they do that option 2 though, or no?
They could, yeah, it's a result, so they could use plot armor if they don't want to lose any of the 3 weapons.
I think it's just the rifle.
Okay. You go to like barrel roll out of the way of this laser attack, and you forget that laser rifle is on your back. And it's, it's a laser rifle. It's not made of metal. It's like a plastic casing, and you roll onto it and hear a vague crunching sound as you do so and get out of the way, so that you don't have that laser rifle anymore. Dr. Rash, how's your
15.
15. Yeah, so you're in the middle of like laying down your little blob mucus thing, and you hear that sound, and you're like, oh shit, I've heard that sound before, and it goes off, and you like full like flat fish onto the floor in like a big squelching sound.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Full blobfish from the deep ocean, flatted out here on the floor. And then I will see what the other people.
You just hear an oops.
Do these generate points for getting hit, or no? Like, are these like getting points for?
So getting hit is going to make it so you can't shoot someone for a set amount of time. So the next shot you do doesn't work. So Grizlar and Dr. Rash are good, but Maevis has a gap in no attack. You can still attack if you want to just like physically fuck someone up, but it won't get you any laser points. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, that's going to be Rash's game plan, y'all. So if anybody gets close to the base, I'm just going to walk them.
And then now let's see what the team does, how well they do. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, that's not yet done. This is done. Am I going to reveal? Yeah, you know what? I think I am. Todd, coming around the corner, you see your favorite, Killer Clown.
Are we supposed to act surprised?
I thought they got off at the cafeteria.
They did. That didn't mean they stayed there. They might have been following the mermaid siren lady. So he's gonna take a shot at you, which will go against your action defense.
How do we calculate that again?
So your action defense is your action number plus 10. He rolled a 19 and he has bonuses to that. So I'm gonna go with he probably hits you.
Yeah, I have 15.
Yeah, because that's like a 20 total with his plus 1. So he hits you. You're gonna take a plot point of damage. Now, as Grizlar did remind me, I can roll on the action results chart, or you can spend a plot armor to just be like straight up no. I can roll, and then you can decide if you want to be like no and spend your plot armor. I will leave that up to you.
Yeah, let's go roll first, and then I'll decide.
Explosions.
Oh, that's a 1, which would be death.
Oh, yeah, so I'll spend that plot armor point. Yeah.
To be fair, the description does say you are critically injured and you're unable, but you're not physically dead. But the it does say death. Yes.
Emotionally dead.
Emotionally dead. And I will say, Maevis, you see kind of stepping around and trying to sneak a little bit. Another character, you see Jin kind of peeking around the corner there, to see what's going on. And then it's y'all's turn again.
So I'm stuck there, and I can't see anyone where I'm at. I imagine I'm doing like a handstand, like above it, like just like using my strength to like. That's why I dodge like the laser. So I assume if I want to get off, it have to be a roll to get out of it. I assume, or
you will have to break the adhesion. And I'm assuming since you can only do action rolls, you're gonna try it with brute force.
yes. Or if I use a backstory point, could I have like, since I've gotten stuck before, I know how to clean up a sticky mess as a janitor. This is like
except for the fact that you don't have either of your hands.
Yes, but backstory point says it's definitely kaiju saliva that can easily eat away sticky substances easily. So that's I can just spit on it and be like,
I don't know about that.
Fair enough.
I will make you this deal. You can give your kaiju mouth powers, either saliva or breath, one ability. One. And if you want to use it now and say it's anti-adhesive, we can do that. But that will be your ability moving forward.
I just also want to remind you, you don't have use of your hands, but you have a tail.
True.
Like this
Oh
big.
yeah.
Who cares?
Oh, okay.
He's like this big.
Can you use your like fire breathing to burn away the adhesive?
Oh. I mean
hey, look, if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong. But you got if it goes right, it'll be real cool.
I would say okay, for his breath weapon, like I still would want it to be like still like kind of like a cleansing kind of property, so it's almost like a disinfectant almost that comes out. Like a very strong like bleach like, but
Sorry, I just thought of a really cool way we could combine abilities later on.
But yeah, so I want now know now what do you think about that till it happens. But yeah, I'll roll to try to get out of it then, I guess.
Okay, so you're just gonna try and strength brute force your way out of this.
Yeah, for now, just action out of it. Yeah, we'll see.
Yep. Give me an action roll.
What's the worst that can happen? Another negative one. Another one.
Don't jinx yourself. I mean, it's not a 1, but it does not. It's not enough to get you unattached from what you're attached to. Sorry. So you're still
Okay.
Little kaiju angry.
So failure. Are you rolling on the? Is it? Are you gonna roll the action thing? 'Cause technically, it's an action failure, or no? Just to get out.
It's so you're not going against a character, so technically it's not an action challenge roll.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be a little nice because you're a little 3-foot kaiju stuck to a cache.
I'm fine. Go for it. I mean, like.
I really don't want to roll it down. I do want to roll an explosion. I think it would be hilarious to roll an explosion in this case. So, Dr. Rush, Maevis, Todd, Vi, who wants to go next?
Could I get to Grizlar to try to get him free myself?
You can certainly try. Are you trying to just brute force him off of it, or are you trying to think your way out of it?
Can you use your blob juice to free me? Would that use your blob juice?
Oh no!
It's certainly wet. Wet can help with adhesives. It's not anti-adhesive, but there's definitely water is definitely a part of the ingredients of this. Is there a way to do it so that it's a comedy role and not a mystery role? Like comedy's for like healing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if Grizlar was damaged and you want to heal Grizlar's damage, that would be comedy. If you want to provide a comedic relief moment, like with Todd and his bro ship with Howler, that would be comedy. If you're trying to figure something out or suss something out, that's mystery.
No, I'm still a brute, so I'll just try to rip the little guy out of it.
Pull. Oh my
He's only
God.
3 feet tall. It's probably easy to get a hold of him and pull. So yeah, you
Gonna
can.
rip my arms off. I love it.
You got a low center of gravity. It'll be fine. 19. See?
Yeah, 19 totally just rips you off. You do lose the layer of scales that were attached to the cache, the canister. So your palms are now scaleless.
So like Dr. Rash does apologize. He just looks you in the eye, Grizlar. It's like, okay, on the count of
They're
3. Are you
light
ready?
pink.
On the count of 3, are you ready?
One.
One!
ready. Grizlar swears and like kaiju, so it's a whole bunch of like really loud, angry
Now,
growling. But yeah.
Confession cam moment. What is beneath the scales of Grizlar's hands?
So Grizlar holds to the camera, so it's his scales are dark red, and so underneath it's just like a very light kind of pink, and so just yeah, usually this happens, to clean, but not like this. This is actually very painful. Yeah, Grizlar's not happy about this.
Can Dr. Rash pick up some of them scales without Grizlar seeing?
Yeah.
I'm over there swearing where you're picking up like, ow.
Just like slip those into the lab coat. These might be useful later.
He's totally gonna try to make a tiny Grizlar.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I would cry.
An even tinier Grizlar.
Oh my God. Yeah, Grizlar, thank you for freeing me. Grizlar appreciates it.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Maevis, Todd, Vi, who wants to go?
So I can't score points right now, correct?
If you find something to shoot, you could. If you wanted to purposely trigger something to shoot, you could roll for that too. You do vaguely see Jin, so if you wanted to shoot at Jin and try to get a point off Jin, you could attempt to do that too. I mean, you would have to hit them with your sword or dagger because you broke your.
Yeah.
Got it.
Can I move a little closer and attempt to throw the dagger at Jin?
You could certainly try. Give me an action roll.
I'm assuming sword fighting because it's the dagger does not count. Jesus, the dice do not like me.
I don't know that it would help you even if it did count.
Yep.
So yeah, that is not a success. So let's see what happens. That is going to be injured. So what happens with this dagger that you're trying to throw is you go to throw it, and I think instead of hitting Jin, you hit kind of the corner of the wall they're almost hiding behind, and the dagger bounces back and hits you. So you're a little stunned and injured, and your next turn gets skipped from the injury, unless you want to spend a plot armor to negate the result chart.
You know what? Actually, yeah, I will spend plot armor to negate that.
So it still does bounce back and it hits you, but you're not injured and your turn isn't skipped. But you do feel just the tiniest bit silly. And Jin is now fully aware that you're there.
I'm going to describe what I would like to happen, and then I'll roll, and we'll see how badly it goes. So Todd wants to, like, super cool action star, parkour off the wall, and, like, kind of go over the clown, and while going over the clown, drop that grenade that Vi got him. Just directly on top of his head. So that, I believe, would be an action roll.
Yes. So I'm gonna give you a devil's bargain. I mean, a
Yeah.
nice, totally director offer here, right? So since you want to drop the grenade, if you want to drop the grenade here and try and possibly get 2 of their side, you can certainly try it. It's gonna be harder to do, and it would give, if you fail, both of them a chance to shoot at you.
I think it feels more honest to go just for the clown, because that's who Todd would be locked in on.
Even though I've seen your role, Todd has my full confidence.
Well, but also I have the lucky characteristic, so I am gonna re-roll that because that was bad.
Oh, yes.
It was very bad.
Nat 20.
No,
Even worse. So what I'm gonna say happens here with that roll, right? You go running towards Killer Clown to go and try and like parkour off of him, or parkour off the wall and jump over him and drop this grenade. As you parkour off the wall, you suddenly remember that you forgot something, and you hear that kind of like sick tearing sound as those spider legs come out of Killer Clown, and he lifts himself up right as you go to jump. And he's instead just gonna shoot you. and actually, as you fall down, he's gonna go over you.
Can I?
That's fair.
Since Todd and Vi were so close to each other, can I, when using the moment he starts to like crackle or whatever as the distraction, to shoot him?
So not yet, because since it was a challenge that Todd initiated and failed at, I hate to tell you this, but Killer Clown has calculating, which means he gets to pick on the results chart what happens. And I've been waiting for this for so long. And what?
Wait. I have an idea.
Do not use plot armor. I want this to happen.
No. I'm gonna help what Kayla wants to happen. So
yes, we all know that I want an explosion to happen.
Yes, and Todd's powers, which he has not used yet, are flames. So I feel like if he went to parkour and then got startled by the spider legs all of a sudden, it's almost like striking a match against the wall as he starts to slide down, and it's like flames and then grenade in his hand.
Yep. I think the flames caused the grenade to go off, even though you hadn't managed to drop it.
You didn't say dead, though. I mean, you didn't say number 1. This sounds like number 1.
I mean, Todd has flame
This
powers.
like...
The flame's not gonna hurt him. But it is an explosion, and that's what I've been waiting for many episodes at this point.
You're living up to the name Z Team, and I am here for it.
So, since Todd challenged the Killer Clown, if you also want to challenge the Killer Clown, Vi, you can.
Yes. I would also like to challenge the Killer Clown.
Yep, go ahead. I'm assuming action.
Yes, which is a -1.
You still got this. Nat 20. Come on.
2.
Y'all are not doing good against this Killer Clown. So you are
it's
also
very early on in the arc. Okay, we have to start low if we're gonna rise.
So describe to me what you attempt, because we all know at this point with that roll it did not succeed. But what are you attempting?
I'm just attempting to shoot him, and I think that as I come around that corner, I just trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you trip, and he spider legs over you, shoots down, and then spider leg continues. You are gonna lose a plot point. I'm gonna remind everyone the same thing I have been. I can roll in the results chart, or you can just spend a plot armor and tell me no. I would probably tell me no.
What is the 19?
Bruised ego. Actually, so you're fine. There's no mechanical effect. That's a good thing. 19 is a
I
good
was
thing.
gonna say, yeah.
19 and 20 are good. There are no mechanical effects, but you do have a bruised ego, and that makes sense. You tripped and fell.
I just tripped.
But that was 2 shots off on 2 players. So that is.
Oh my gosh.
Vi goes back to look at the ground to see what she tripped over.
Yeah, so it's Vi, that's Todd, that's Grizlar, that's Rush, and I believe Maevis went too and got boomeranged by their own dagger.
It was a good round, everybody. It was a good round.
You're only down by this much now.
I think Killer Clowns is just gonna continue on their way. They have a goal in mind. I think Jin is going to attempt something, whether or not they do it. Oh yeah, they super do it. Being a vampire and very dexterous and filled with motivation, they parkour between the wall and the barrier up to where you are. And I'm assuming a 20 hits your action defense, Maevis.
It likely will, except for I do have a hopeless romantic, which means action challenges go against my drama defense.
Okay,
which isn't different, but it is.
What's your drama defense?
+1.
Okay, so 11. So
yeah.
Defense is +10.
Yeah.
Also, because I know your character build, I remember something about Jin's character build too. Jin has sex appeal as one of their characteristics. So so anyone who finds them hot, or anyone who would find them hot, finds them extremely hot. So I think this parkouring, they their pirate shirt is flowing. Their hair is probably flowing. They go upside down on that last jump and shoot at you. And as they land, kind of almost 3-point land hero style, they kind of give you a wink.
Oh geez. Yeah. So I think as this is happening, I think the reason that Maevis gets hit here is as he's parkouring over, or as Jin is parkouring over stuff, she's just staring. Mm-hmm. Doesn't move, just is staring and gets hit.
Yep. And then I think the others are gonna stay where they are because they're pretty good. So yeah, it's y'all's turn again.
I'll go because I'll use my sword to try to hit Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have the area of expertise for sword fighting.
So I believe it
lists... hope applies here.
Yeah, if you're using a sword, I believe it lists what the bonus for that is.
I believe it ends up being because it's you were considered related to all things in this category, so it's the.
So it should give you a +2.
If it's the max related, I think it's +3.
It's not the. And did you take both the first level and the second level, or just the first level?
Okay.
I do have. I have area of expertise and specialty, but I think her specialty wouldn't come into. Specialty wouldn't come in this time, I think. I think it's just the area of expertise this one.
Yeah, because if you really wanted to min-max it, you could stack it. But...
Yeah. Wow. I still rolled that. That's an 8.
Yeah, so you go... I think you... describe to me how you approach Jin with this sword.
Normally, with a sword, she'd be really confident. But I think that sex appeal has her a little flustered, so she's she just slowly approaches, going to go for the hit, but she's just not as like confident with it. She's flustered.
Yeah, so Jin knows they can't shoot you again because they just shot you. I think they turn as you come at them and swing. They kind of like easily dodge it, and they turn it almost into a dance for a moment and twirl with you, and then get to the edge of the ledge and almost like tuxedo mask hop off the ledge backwards. You did fail a action challenge you initiated, so you do take that damage. And do you want me to roll on the chart? Do you not want me to roll on the chart?
I'll roll on the chart.
Okay. I'm kind of hoping for explosion again. I know I got it once already, but like, who doesn't want explosion? Damaged. So again, I'll let you choose because you have two, or you can use your plot armor to get rid of it. Do you want either your sword or your dagger to be unusable?
I think she was. Oh, you know what? We'll say it's the dagger. What if she forgot it was still on the ground from where it fell after hitting her, and she stepped on it?
Yep, you were too entranced by that sword dance twirl moment with Jin, and you stepped on and cracked. You didn't realize it till again you heard that plastic casing cracking sound. So, who else would like to go?
I think I might, because I think we can see the vampire from this. I mean, I feel like
you can. He's revealed. Yeah. You can see him.
Yeah. So, Grizlar is going to thank the doc again for getting him out of there. He's gonna jump to a roll, then take a shot at that's Jin, right?
Yep. The vampire.
Take a shot at Jin. So, or, I mean, the grenade doesn't give any other bonus, right? Just a grenade. I mean, is it more of an area?
So it's like an area of effect.
Then yeah, I'll lob a grenade because I feel like that's a better chance of hitting since area of effect. So yeah, I'm gonna lob it from a safe distance, like still standing back here. I'm gonna lob a grenade.
Yep. So go ahead.
So it'll be a bad time for a 1, but we'll see.
Be a great time for a 1. I don't know what you're saying.
I think this would be a -2 because no, it's not knocking stuff down, so never mind. I think it'll be fine then.
I'm like, you're wanting to give yourself a -2? If you want to give yourself a -2 that bad, I'll let you.
Just being fair, but I think not knocking down that's something else, like dropping stuff, but knocking down's different. So
I will say with that 22 total is what.
Oh
I
no.
saw. You mean 22 is good?
But yes, that's a 22.
Yeah.
To get you with the grenade.
It's like, that's good. I will say you land it in such a way where you will catch Jin, but not catch Maevis because he rolled so well. So you do catch.
Okay, that's yes, that's really good.
I didn't say there wasn't friendly fire.
Grizlar thought about that. Grizlar saw that afterwards, like, oh no, as he's throwing it, like, wait a second. So.
We learned from Vi's early move that there's definitely friendly fire.
True.
Yeah. So, Dr. Rash, Vi, Todd. Wait, Todd got exploded. Not Todd. Dr. Rash, Vi.
Wait, I thought that was last round.
Was that last round? If it was last round, then yeah, Todd.
Well, I don't think we've had a round again since we got injured.
Yeah. Because we just started the new round, yeah. Because Maevis and Grizlar went.
Yeah, it's a new round since you got exploded.
Yeah,
I think also I can't take a shot.
No, you only had a bruised ego.
Yeah, you had bruised ego. You rolled a 19.
Oh, so I didn't, but I did lose a plot point, right?
Yes, because you failed at the challenge.
Cool. Vi definitely yells that Killer Clown got past us and is headed for the base.
And you, as she says that, everyone hears.
Vi is running down this corridor and is trying to get sort of like half checking on Todd, half going past to try and get to somewhere to shoot someone. I don't know how far I can get in one round.
Yeah.
That's probably as far as you can get. If you're gonna check on Todd to make sure Todd's okay, because you did see that explosion.
I mean, Todd would understand. I'm checking that Todd has a pulse, and then I'm moving on.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I think Todd is definitely still on the ground when Vi runs by. He's like taking half a beat to like catch his breath, and he's like, okay, and like does like a backward roll and keeps running toward the other team's base. Because I cannot take a shot this round.
Cool.
And I don't think I see anybody else as I go around here.
Nope, nobody else is revealed.
Womp womp.
Dr. Rash would, if I can get this far, I'd want to get about here just to take up a defensive position as the clown approaches.
I think you could probably get to like here-ish.
Okay.
But you can probably hear at least that exactly where the killer clown is coming from, which is over here. Which I mean, you can see because it's revealed.
I'm just getting ready to body block him.
Yeah. And that's everyone, I believe. I really need to probably work and add in a tracker, but TV the RPG is just really loosey-goosey about it. Do I want to move? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move this guy. So you're actually gonna see Mega Brain revealed. And they're gonna put like a hand to their head and like do some sort of thing against Grizlar. There they are. They're gonna roll and see what happens. Yee. Does a 17.
It is 17.
Yeah. Does 17 get you?
Oh, they have bonuses, don't they?
They do. And it is actually a 17
bonus.
against your drama.
Oof.
Oh. Okay, yeah, then. Yeah, that's nothing to drama.
You have nothing in drama. Okay. So we're gonna see
nothing to
what
drama.
happens here. We've been doing a lot of action result rolls. Time for a drama roll. It could get real weird.
Oh, not plot armor this. It depends on how weird we're gonna get.
You know what? It's Grizlar's time. Todd had a broship with Howler. Grizlar is befriended and can't challenge Mega Brain until they challenge you. So, it's Grizlar's time. Todd got a bromance with Howler, and now Grizlar is kind of feeling like maybe Mega Brain could be that friend for Grizlar.
And I can't plot armor this, right? Because it's not an attack technically. I just have to take this correct? Or can I plot armor this? If not, it's fine.
Technically, you could, because it is a results chart, if you wanted to negate the befriending. But please realize there are much worse things on the chart. Like death.
Yeah.
Friendship is worse than death.
It is. It is for fake friendship, especially fake friendship. That hurts the most. Like you don't respect Grizlar enough to be a real friend. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's mad now. So yeah, I'm gonna use plot armor.
Okay, so you're not befriended, but you still do lose a plot point because you did lose a child.
Ooh, got you. Okay, I'll take it.
Let's see. Is anybody else gonna? You know what? Machine just gonna move a little bit because I don't know that anyone. I don't know that anyone can see her move either because of those weird walls. But yeah. Before we jump into the top of the round of this, we have been battling in the laser arena for about an hour and a half. And I love our viewers and I love our players. And I know that, hydration is important. So I'm going to have a hydration break, or call a hydration break, so that all of us and all of you wonderful people watching us can go walk, stretch, do yoga, have water, maybe make tea. I don't know. Walk your dog, to the door and back, because I don't know that you could actually walk the block or anything during the break time. We will see you all after break. Bye. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. You might be like, Kayla, there's less of you on the screen right now. Yes, good job. Your eyes are working. You don't need new glasses. We've had some situations pop up, and so some of our players had to drop for the rest of today. And we will be pivoting and getting back to the laser battle next time. But you may see that we do still have two amazing players with us. So what we'll be doing is a little bit of a vignette, a flashback to some of their history together at Death Lasered, and going from there with it. So with that said, I have a makeshift overlay to shift us to, since we'll be focusing on these two characters and a little bit of their history. So first question, Grizlar, how long have you been at Death Lasered?
Oh, Grizlar's been there probably since it opened, because I know him and Vi have been there for like a minute, so I think really early on it's been there.
Okay. And Dr. Rash, how long have you been at Death Lasered?
I think Dr. Rash has gotten a few years, and he didn't join until all his funding ran out doing just like regular research stuff before all the mutation things started happening. So while he's probably maybe not as long as Grizlar. Grizlar's been there since the start, but long enough where like he's just kind of like tired of all the corporateness already, and the red tape and bureaucracy, and just wants to like get his work done, but he just puts up with it.
And so I have a follow-up question. Would you have joined Death Laser first in the lab and then been transferred into the Villains for Hire section?
I feel like that could possibly have happened if they tried to play it off as if like it is a promotion, like when you get a job and they tell you it's like, we need to move you over here, and it's going to come with a pay raise and all this kind of stuff, but it's actually probably going to be like not a raise enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, like definitely not the trajectory you wanted.
It's like, say, oh yes, that sounds totally fun. As well as I get to keep doing what I'm doing. He's doing less of what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that Dr. Rush, you've been at Death Lasered, flashing forward a little bit at this point for a couple months. You're in the lab, doing your things. I don't remember what I named the giant creepy shark in the Lobby. 1 second. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
I might have that as well.
Let me check my notes. I was gonna say.
I know I gave him a name. This is why you don't give things names. Frank, the giant great white shark. You just finished working and augmenting Frank upon the CEO's request because they wanted something that would just like ominously loom behind visitors to Death Laser who are waiting in the lobby for whoever they were supposed to have a meeting or an appointment with. You just finished that up and you're getting ready to start a new project. How does Dr. Rash decide on what a new project is?
Basically, this is the early days, and there are flowcharts kind of like set up in his little cubicle area, and it's at first it was all about trying to address a need, you know. So it's like, what am I having trouble? Like, can I do this on my own? No. Is it possible with one set of like just going through the rigmarole of like what is necessary and what is not necessary? But I think after a while, it pretty much like kept the flowcharts, but just started throwing darts at the wall when certain things didn't work out. Be like, okay, well this mutation didn't keep, so I'm just gonna like ignore this completely, and then I might as well just go with this anyways, and just kind of like and just like going with whatever works. Which is why some of the mutations they don't necessarily do anything, but the DNA transfer and the combinations actually happen to work out, so it's considered a viable success.
Mm-hmm. And Grizlar, you've been with the company for a while. You're currently the janitor of Death Laser. When you first joined, I think Death Laser, the facility, was probably 5 floors. Maybe they had started talking about adding in the nanobots that then became a central part of Death Laser itself, which led to the explosion of growth and the weird maintenance things like they'll go in elevator 4. Kind of go into a demiplane sometimes, whatever it wants to. So, I mean, still, a single person for a janitor for 5 floors is a lot to handle.
Not for Grizlar.
Not for Grizlar. As a reminder, what does Grizlar look like?
Oh, so Grizlar is a 3-foot-tall kaiju. Spines come out of the back, kind of a little hunched over, the cleanest red scales we've ever seen. And then, of course, he has his black and green janitor suit that goes with the company. So, yeah.
And at what point would Grizlar maybe get a little worried about the fact that as a singular janitor, they could no longer handle Death Laser Tower as it got taller and taller and taller?
I think it's not that... Like, he wouldn't admit it, but he was getting more stressed trying to clean everything. And so I think like a few weeks into the expansion, things getting bigger, he found himself working 16, 18-hour days trying to make sure everything is clean. And so, yeah, he was getting run a little bit ragged. He wouldn't admit it, but he was definitely feeling it though. So
yeah, and I would say probably by somewhere between 12 and 15 floors. While again not admitting, Grizlar is very much feeling the fact of being a single 3-foot-tall kaiju janitor in a massive office filled with villains who, by the way, again, are villains. So probably don't have the whole keep their space clean vibes that maybe a hero office might, because they don't care.
I mean, I've known some villains with OCD, so.
Well, yeah, but most probably don't care inconveniencing someone if they're true of it. Because I would say at the beginning of Death Laser, a lot of the recruiting from Death Laser had happened with them going to villains that got captured at the very like rush of things and like offering them deals of like, you work for us for X amount of time, that will be considered your sentence, and blah blah blah. So I think a lot of the initial people that got brought on board are very much like true villains in the sense of like, you know, they were actually destroying cities and robbing banks and trying to kill heroes and then got brought in. So they're probably a little rougher on the infrastructure, a little less caring about leaving the break room a disaster afterwards.
I think Grizlar got in a couple fights early on too with some of them just for making such a mess, because like he figured, well, if Grizlar takes care of them, then they can't make a mess anymore. So yeah, maybe a couple fights early on too.
And I think again around that 12 to 15 floors is when not only is Grizlar worried, but I think it becomes a little bit more visually apparent that Grizlar is having a little bit of a harder time, because it is 12 or 15 floors, 15 floors like that couple of years where they're the year or so where they're growing between 12 and 15, that I think it becomes obvious. And I think that 12 to 15 floor time period is when Dr. Rash joins Death Laser and gets into the lab. And I think over the course of several months, Dr. Rash, as you're finishing up Frank, your first project on the request of the CEO, you start noticing the lab is a little, not lackluster in equipment, but a little lackluster in care.
Yeah,
like
it starts off as not like, it's not worrying about the building entirely. It's just about like Rash's own personal space.
Yeah, like the trash takes a little too long to get emptied, maybe overflows before it gets emptied. Like the surfaces are a little grimier. Maybe it gets a little hard to look out the windows depending on the kinds of things that are happening in the lab. Because I think you probably share the lab with a couple people. I don't think it's like a strictly you thing. I think it's like a floor of laboratory. And you have like your own little area in it. So like seeing the progression of the kind of deterioration of upkeep in the lab, what would Dr. Rash do? I would say at this point you probably know who the who the person is that takes care of it. Like you would know that it's Grizlar that takes care of it, because you've probably seen him like hustling in, dumping all of the trash out, sweeping real quick, hustling out, and probably not as frequently as you would think you would need to see him. So how would Dr. Rash go about this situation of like seeing the care of the lab fall a little bit?
Yeah, I think after establishing the needs and like trying to go through like possible candidates as to like what animals I can combine to solve this problem, Rash starts trying to make conversation with Grizlar a lot more often. It's kind of like following you to maybe not to like other floors or anything like that, but whenever Grizlar's around, like Rash will like try to stop you. It's like, Grizlar, if I may, I'm somewhat curious about your day-to-day activities. I was wondering if you can give me a rundown exactly as to the tools you use, the mindset, any genetic advantages you would possibly have on your wish list of things to have.
Okay, Grizlar can show you Grizlar's plan. Grizlar takes out, like, out of one of his many janitor pockets, a long list of every area that he cleans, has all the tools too, date and time, all that kind of stuff. So, yes, Grizlar has a pretty tight schedule, but Grizlar thinks Grizlar's doing fine at it, so...
Yes, of course. Do you think... What would make your job easier? Would it be if you were taller, furrier, cuter? Perhaps maybe if you could climb up on people's shoulders or anything like that. Would that make anything that would make your day easier?
Well, Grizlar thinks if people would be a little cleaner and neater, Grizlar wouldn't have to maybe work as hard. So if, other people would make sure to clean up sometimes a little bit after themselves, Grizlar can handle the big messes and they can take care of the smaller messes. So,
this is. I mean, this is precisely why I'm asking. I'm hoping to actually help out and maybe make my space take up less of your time. You see, like Dr. Ash is like keeping notes during this conversation, and it's like, let me see. Do you are you able to see anything beyond the visible spectrum of most people? Do you see into the ultraviolet at all? Infrared?
Grizlar does not believe so. But Grizlar has a question too. Why do you have so many experiments all the time? I mean, Grizlar thinks you can do 1 or 2 a day, but why do 8 in a day?
Oh, it's not by choice, Grizlar. Science can never stop. The progress of society must continue forward, and who am I to put any type of hamper on that exactly? Speaking of which, do you use a hamper at all for any of the lab coats or anything? Just making sure.
Does Grizlar use a hamper? What kind of gender do you think Grizlar is?
I mean, it's precisely why I'm asking. Just wanted to make sure.
So, question for Grizlar: does part of your janitorial services for areas like the lab or like equipment areas include washing the laundry?
Now it does. Now it does. So, hey, everything. Grizlar's all cleanliness in every part, so it does now.
Do you wish you could fly?
Grizlar is happy the way Grizlar is. I mean, Grizlar thinks he's as perfect as Grizlar can be, so.
Right. Of course you are, Grizlar. Of course you are. Of course. I'm sure. You know, there's nothing about any way someone's born physically that cannot be improved upon in some kind of way. He's like taking more notes down.
Grizlar senses that there might be an issue. Is Grizlar wrong?
I have no issue with you, Grizlar. You are doing a fantastic job. I think it is clear that you are busy working as hard as you can, and as you said, I am only trying to help and make sure that my own space is as cleanly as possible.
Okay, well, you know, Grizlar wouldn't be as busy if people didn't stop him all the time and ask Grizlar questions about things. So just, you know, Grizlar can do more cleaning if he wasn't talking as much.
You know what? That is perfectly fine. I'm sorry I've wasted your time, but thank you so much for taking that time for me, anyways. And I will let you get back to your work.
Of course, goes back to viciously sweeping as he goes back to his duties.
So, how does Grizlar feel having just been kind of interrogated about his job?
What do we call the camera again? I always forget the
confession cam.
Could we have them back in the day? We're gonna see what happened, right?
It's like, just probably a little bit lower quality camera. It's probably like in a very cramped, like used to be
area.
Like closet area or meeting room area. Definitely more of an 80s or 90s vibe to the confession cam.
So you have a hop into the confession area. Grizlar thinks Grizlar's doing just fine, but you know, people like Dr. Rash want to tell Grizlar how to do Grizlar's job. But you know, what's Grizlar supposed to do about that? You know, Grizlar he's just apparently not a good janitor. End it.
So Dr. Rash, you have this list of things that you've gotten from questioning Grizlar. From your questions and from your discussions with Grizlar, what are some of the things that are like banging around in your head about what maybe an experiment might need to be able to help out with the situation?
Yeah, I mean, cuteness factor is definitely going to be a big thing. No one's saying that Grizlar's not cute, but basically, it's like also cleanliness. Looking at clean animals. Might throw some like pig in there or guinea pig, things that are just like kind of like are capable of also washing themselves. Again, no offense to Grizlar. And then also like Grizlar, even though Grizlar's already tiny, we might need something that can fit into like even smaller spaces. Just to consider, you know, like plus like I'm like, again, the goal of this is just for the lab, so get something that can get into all the nooks and crannies. It can really take his time with it. And look, if you're furry, not saying that Grizlar needs to be furry, but if you're furry, you've already kind of what is fur if not just like a constant inbuilt brush that you can always have, right?
Okay.
I mean, they kind of got you there.
Okay, but fur comes off too, though. So there'll be little fur fragments everywhere, and also dust mites and things like that. But Grizlar, yeah, it's a great idea. Scales are useless.
I mean, don't scales have shedding?
Grizlar knows how to be clean. That Grizlar can talk. You can easily scrape them off so they don't leave everywhere, then get rid of them appropriately. So.
Yeah, so having kind of this list of things going around in your head, like what animals do you start kind of like putting on your, I'm assuming you have like a whiteboard or like an area of the wall that you use to kind of do your, because you say you can throw darts if it doesn't work at something else. How do you build the thing that you use during your experiment to be like, okay, this didn't work, like I'm gonna try this, or what does that look like?
I mean, Dr. Rash likes to believe that there is some kind of method to the madness, but it's really just like throwing different bits of DNA together and seeing what sticks. Unfortunately, so a lot of it is like getting samples, getting the test tubes and growing out specimens, and it is a pretty long process, but. I think you find out pretty quickly if something doesn't take, and maybe like it was like, oh no, it just came out a regular dog. I don't want a regular dog. I don't want to make this perfectly clear. Like Rash is against like killing these animals or doing anything that the creatures in question. Right? If it doesn't work, it just turns into a regular animal.
I feel like that probably a lot of adoption events happened at the end of the month.
So like gone through a few guinea pigs. I don't know what might have inspired the red panda. I don't know if he was watching like an episode of Avatar, like The Legend of Korra, or.
I mean, you did say cute factor was important.
Yeah,
I think fur was important.
Yeah, and I think like there's that list like a guinea pig, no, crossed out, hamster, no, crossed out, rabbits, no, crossed out. Till it gets like capybara, no, that's not gonna work out.
I think you come across like on your lunch break, you come across that viral video of like they put something like a toy or something right outside the entrance to the red panda that comes out and does that like surprise jump leapy thing, and you're like, oh, that's super cute. Oh, that has fur. And you saw all the comments of being like, cute, oh my god, so adorable.
And then Rash went out and even watching there. He's just like walking by when someone else is watching. He's like, interesting. And then he'll like go to the lab and like start testing out, combining all these creatures together and get something that's very red panda like.
Yeah. What other creatures would Rash want to mix with this red panda? Because it sounds like the red panda is picked for being adorable and furry.
Yep.
And they're pretty dexterous.
We need something intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Do we want to establish if the red panda gender, which I don't think we've named yet? Do we want to establish if it has any like superpowers, or if it is just like an intelligent red panda?
So we're gonna leave that to a roll.
Oh, okay.
To see just how much juice you could get out of this experiment.
It's a low roll.
It's probably a mystery roll. You do get your bonus for it being the experiment that it is, and since you are in a lab and you have time, I'm gonna give you a +5 on top of that.
Okay. So that does a pretty good job of working against my -3 to mystery. So, but I think that's a +6 total for me. So let's go I kind of forgot how to roll. Where's the T20 on this?
Oh, let me open the dice roller. Ooh.
So it's all the way to the right. The 3 all the way
so
to the
tiny. Okay.
right. Okay, so you had a 19 on the die.
It rolled. Okay.
So 19 plus the 6, so 25.
25.
So I think as you're experimenting, a couple things happen, right? You're like, there are some weird versions that you're like, these are cool, but like, they wouldn't do a good job. Like, you accidentally made one that's like 5 feet tall, standing up, and like more of a prehensile tail, and like more finger-like than anything. And you're like, this is not cute. This is creepy.
Yeah, we've definitely discovered an inverse relationship between cuteness and size. Like the bigger you are, the less cute you are.
Yeah, and I think he ends up this failed experiment, while useful, you don't think you're going to use it for janitorial work. So what would you put this taller version to? This first failed one to?
I would probably leave it to some kind of menial, nothing job that's soul sucking and doesn't deserve any type of respect whatsoever. So maybe like running the stock market, or
I think,
or government work. You could do government work.
So I think this is actually what becomes the lab assistant. You said menial work, so like refilling 1,000 petri dishes with the testing material. And never doing anything but like the setup for other people to do their shit. Feels very appropriate. On the second go around, you're like, okay, inverse cuteness for how tall they are. So you go smaller, and you go a little too small. So you end up with a like a couple, like a 3-inch tall red panda with like butterfly wings. And the ability to kind of like camouflage, and not like a true invisibility, but like if you're not paying attention, it's really fucking good. But again, probably not fit for the janitorial service.
This one escapes and becomes a menace in the office.
It's one of the things that often the nanobots get blamed for, but it's really this thing. So your 2 failed experiments, do you give names to your failed experiments, or do you just keep them with whatever like ID coding you use for your experiments?
Yeah, for the big one, for our lab assistant, that one is. Yeah, you know what? That one is just going to be 12. And the little fairy one, that one's going to be Bishop Don Magic Fawn.
So I think after those 2, you have a few more failed experiments. We're probably getting in the 5 or 6 range, which is actually not bad for one of your experiments. Since you're just kind of like guessing on what you want. And then what you end up with is at first what looks like a normal red panda, like same size, same cuteness, same everything. And then you realize there's something a little wrong when like you're about to offhandedly dismiss them, because you're like, I don't want just a red panda. Let's mark this one for the adoption event at the end of the month or whatever. And there's some sort of accident in the lab that happens, and its tail gets cut off. And instead of it being like bleeding or in trouble or anything like that, what you see happens instead is the red panda that no longer has a tail slowly starts regrowing that tail, and the tail part that got cut off slowly starts regrowing the rest of the red panda, almost like starfish-esque, like becoming another one. And where like the single alone red panda was like a normal intelligence for a normal animal, you notice once the tail finishes regrowing the rest of the red panda that the intelligence of both of them seems to raise just a little bit. And you start doing a little fiddling here and there and like a couple experiments because you have like this idea in your head, and it comes out that, oh, they're like hive mind. So like the more red pandas there are, the higher their intelligence. Because you rolled 25, I'll give you one more too for the weird red panda-ness. You start noticing them, knowing when someone wants something or needs something cleaned in the lab before it's vocalized, or like maybe even before it's known by the person doing the thing. And so like the red panda is there and helping and cleaning right away, like almost instantaneously. And you realize they might have like either a mild like a mild telepathy or a minor like foresight for just like things that need cleaning or fixing.
It's a tidy sense.
Yeah.
This might be the greatest thing that I have ever accomplished.
And Grizlar, you after this happens, you come back in rotation to the lab to do the lab, and you're like, I had to spend a little longer on floors like 6, 7, and 8 because there was some sort of like baby shower party and they kind of completely trashed the area, and then one of them got in a fight, 2 of the villains got in a fight and like flung furniture around. So it's taking you a little longer than normal to get back to the lab. But when you do, the first thing you notice is that the lab is immaculate.
He lets out a high-pitched roar, which is like embarrassing for kaiju because it's like almost like a shock. So he lets out that kind of high-pitched roar as he sees how clean the place is without him having, done it himself. And so the cleanliness is kind of disturbing to him.
I think hearing the roar is just like, what do you think? See?
He looks at you with daggers. He just looks at you like his eyes start glowing a little bit.
See, think about how much more time you'll save in your day not cleaning.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what Grizlar's thinking. Exactly what Grizlar's thinking right now. Because this is you're doing.
Yeah, actually, I can't take all the credit. Although yes, this is entirely my fault. I'd like to introduce you to one of my latest experiments, and I think, Grizlar, if you don't mind, I think I would like you to name him.
Grizlar, that's, naming in kaiju, that's, very important for the creator to do. Grizlar should name. You wouldn't want Grizlar to name them.
Oh no, it would truly be my honor, just because naming is so important, and I don't know if you've noticed, but naming is really not that important for me. It's really just what I call them. Get out of my way, 12. And then,
you see this very tall, 5 foot tall, stretched out version of a red panda with like a prehensile tail and like long human fingers who's like setting up an experiment.
All right, Grizlar can, Grizlar's going to do a particular roar, and so the name he's going to give him in kaiju means job stealer, but that's not what Grizlar's going to tell you.
Well, the thing you see when he's like, can you give them a name? You see, like, coming out from behind Dr. Rash, the, like, normal size, probably just the barest bit taller than you when they're on their hind legs. Cute, adorable, fluffy red panda, and they do that like surprise red panda thing.
Grizlar is so unimpressed. This is the janitor. This they clean them.
Yes, I've done the math. Every time he does a backflip, the floor underneath him becomes 25% cleaner.
And at that, they do a backflip. And actually, as they do a backflip, your eye is drawn to the background behind them, and you see one of the scientists spills something, but before the spill can fully spread, there's a second red panda there already cleaning it up by proper protocol with the proper instruments and equipment needed for it, especially since it's a lab spill. And they're just like, lickety split, get it up, and then they get like do a cute little sound and hop down off the counter.
Yes, Grizlar, I was actually able to use some of the conversations that we've had and some of your own techniques and to be able to incorporate them into their training.
As you talk, Grizlar, you see Grizlar just visibly kind of deflate. So he's only 3 foot tall, but like you see him get even like shorter. It looks like he's kind of just hunching over a little more. Just yeah, Grizlar, it's pretty clean. I mean, Grizlar can see that they follow protocol and everything. It's
I'm glad you seem to appreciate this so much. I'm thinking of actually showing this off to some of the folks upstairs to see if they want more of them.
Grizlar, that's a terrible idea, though. I mean, you said yourself you need in the lab, so why take them anywhere else? Grizlar, I think that might be not the best idea.
I think right as you're like, oh, you need them in the lab, you only have 2 of them. No, it's a terrible idea. You hear kind of like on the far end of the floor in like another scientist's section, the sound of like an explosion, and you see like the second one from the background kind of like explode into a couple of parts. And when you're feeling a little bit of satisfaction, you're like, ha 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 ha. You actually see slowly each of the like 4 or 5 parts that the red panda got blown into are slowly regrowing the rest of the red panda.
Okay, that's Grizlar, that's kind of disturbing, but okay.
Yeah,
they just multiply.
The starfish DNA took very well. I was very surprised by that.
Oh, cool. So, okay, yeah, Grizlar thinks it. Just might as well tell them that. I mean, they can just multiply. Grizlar doesn't see why Grizzlar's needed, so you just let them know that they can. Red Pan over there can just clean everything. It's fine.
I think Rash has no sense of sarcasm. It's just like not picking up on this at all. And it's just too caught up in his own hubris, and is kind of like, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you appreciate this. I think this is going to go down as one of my greatest accomplishments here at the company.
I think also because the red panda is so young, even though they just now gained even more intelligence because they're one other person got blown into 4 or 5 people instead. I think they take you at face value with the words too, because they don't know what sarcasm is. They haven't been taught that. If Dr. Rash doesn't understand sarcasm, they're not going to understand sarcasm.
I've also kind of trained them off of like Grizlar, so like everything they know everything Grizlar knows.
Yeah, and I think the red panda makes like a happy cutesy noise and like toddles forward towards you to give you like a big hug. And as they give you a big hug, they like make it last a little too long for your comfort, but like they're like just like happy and snuggling into it, making like purring, cooing sounds. And when they step back from the hug, your scales are even more clean and shiny than they were before.
Grizlar swears so loudly in a roar, you just he lets off a string of profanity in kaiju language. So Grizlar was just thanking them for making them so clean.
And they do like a little happy dance.
So Grizlar has a question. Are you going to take anyone else's jobs, or I mean, you're going to make any other experiments? Grizlar's just curious.
Oh, no, let me be clear. The intention is not to take your job at all, Grizlar. Again, this was only meant to be for like this own personal space here. So, I'm sure there will. If we know anything about this business, is that there will always be something that needs to be cleaned.
Well, apparently not anymore, since we've got them now. Maybe Grizlar should come up with like a scientist. Maybe Grizlar will experiment too, and make a scientist that can make things. Maybe Grizlar might, since he's not a charity anymore, Grizlar can go to that instead.
Oh, that would be lovely. I can use another assistant. He just gives 12 the side eye.
12 is obliviously just like using a pipette to fill things.
Okay, well, Grizlar's happy that your experiments are going well. You know, Grizlar just has more free time now, so it's gonna go hang up on the top floor.
Ooh, maybe I'll join you one of these days. We can have a cup, a tea, or a coffee, or anything. Make that a ritual, since we're gonna have so much extra time now.
Grizlar would love it. Grizlar would just absolutely love it. Yes.
So, confession cam for Grizlar.
You see the most deflated Grizlar, like he's like almost like just laying down. So the camera has to like pan down because you don't see anything at first. Grizlar just wanted to clean. Grizlar finally found something that Grizlar was decent at, and it gets taken. Grizlar's fine. I mean, all kaiju go through moments of hardship, so Grizlar will pick up his broom and sweep another day.
I think off camera you get the question of like, so like, do you think you'll still be sweeping by next month?
Oh, Grizlar's never going to stop sweeping. Grizlar's going to sweep forever. He lets up a loud roar and then keeps going. Grizlar is never going to stop. He's going to keep cleaning until they pry it out of his cold, dead claws. He's going to keep cleaning.
And I think in that same vein, like immediately after Grizlar leaves and has been like, oh yeah, this is so great. Confession camp for Dr. Ash. Like, you have a couple failed experiments. One, you have no idea where they are. The first one is your lab assistant now. But you have not just a successful experiment, but a self-multiplying experiment. So what is Dr. Ash like thinking now that he's had this conversation with Grizlar? They've had a little bit of time in the lab cleaning and stuff.
I think to show how timely this show is, and to show how out of it Dr. Rash is, I think like there's probably like an off-camera question. It's like, are you worried about these experiments taking the jobs of hardworking villains and things like that? And the thing is like, oh no, my experiments are just a tool. They're not intended to actually like take the jobs out of any real villains or anything like that. I think ultimately the people will always choose real life, human or otherwise, villains to actually put in the work. The tools that the experiments are just tools that I developed that will only enhance those for the future. I think the only way it could ever actually go wrong is if there was some kind of out of control capitalist agenda to totally replace real workers for these experiments instead, just because they might work for free. But ultimately, the experiments are only working off of things that have already been established by the real workers who put in that work. Some might call that thievery. I call it enhancement.
I think as like from this confession cam, Dr. Rash is like unmiking. You kind of like hear from like the camera behind the camera, like whoever's running the confession cam, being like, he does realize he works at a villain organization, right? But yeah, so you'd have now, we'll say 5 of these red pandas in the lab. And you did mention taking them up to the higher ups or presenting something to the higher ups about them. What kind of time frame would Dr. Ash do that in?
No hesitation, not waiting at all. not trying to put any extra thought into it. Just not if there is some kind of like cleaning singularity that happens, he's not taking that into consideration at all. It's like this is an experiment that's working. It's cute. It's dependable. the scary looming Frankenstein shark was cool, but I think this will probably help get Rash noticed in the for now, because for now he still cares about working for this company at this point. So I think this is to impress the folks that might want to see it. And a cute little cuddly animal that'll clean your entire building for free is something that'll put them on the map.
So I think what we're gonna have you do then, probably the first person you do this to is whatever like manager or overseer of the labs there is. I'm gonna have you do a drama roll because you're presenting your findings. You're trying to be charismatic about it and be like, this thing is awesome. So I'm gonna have you do a drama roll to see how well you can sell these red pandas to whoever's overseeing the lab.
Okie dokie.
And you will get the bonus that applies to your experiments because you're presenting your experiment.
Nice. Can Grizlar give a negative bonus somehow? Can Grizlar succeed?
Yeah. I think, I rolled a 2, so this will be an 8 total.
So not the best presentation, so it probably takes a while. So I think Grizlar has this kind of like Damascus sword hanging above their head for like a couple months. Because
if anything, if I may, like this will probably be like, yes, they're interested in the experiment, but no, like Dr. Rash doesn't actually get that redemption or any type of like appreciation for it. It's just like, oh, here's the thing that we can use. All right, great, and then just like throws Dr. Rash back under the rug again, just because.
Yeah. And I think it takes a while because you have 5 now, so they keep the lab like super clean. And I think over a couple of months, there's like maybe 1 or 2 more accidents because again, it's a villain company, so I don't know that those experimenting keep the strictest safety standards. And so I think it gets to the point where there's maybe like 10 of them. And they start expanding up and down from the lab floor to start like cleaning other floors because they get the lab so clean there's nothing left to clean, and their little bit of like cleaning foresight like has them expanding maybe to the floor below and the floor above, so now they're like working on 3 floors, and then they maybe go 1 more floor, so now they're working on like 6 floors. And I think at that point is when they start catching the attention of some of the higher ups. And you do get a notice for to have a meeting with the CEO and a couple of the like operations managers of Death Lasered, like an invitation to come and like talk about this thing that you've made. I think at this point, Grizlar, with them expanding to different floors, you're definitely aware of it going on.
Mm-hmm.
How are you reacting to them slowly expanding to the different floors?
I mean, I think he's gone through all the stages of like things like grief, but it's come around for kaiju. Like they're all about these overcoming these challenges. They're big, knocking out buildings. Getting stronger, getting knocked back down, getting up. And so he uses as almost motivation, like to try to be better, to try to be the best janitor he can be. And so even if losing battles, like he tells himself he's gonna, no matter what, he's gonna keep trying to one day outdo them. That's like his ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's motivated now, even though he knows like his time's coming. He still has that motivation kind of driving him to keep cleaning.
So would you avoid the floors they were cleaning on, or would you purposely go to those floors?
As a true janitor, you still have to check every floor, even if you work with the team. So he's still checking them. He's still doing his duties. He's making sure they're clean. If they aren't, he's not going to sabotage. They're clean, he's going to move on, but he's going to check every floor like a good janitor does.
Yeah, so I think maybe a couple times you're like, oh, like, that's not how you clean this. You do it this way. But you quickly learn that not only do they fix it when you point it out to them, but they like almost AI crazy level of like learn that and like disseminate it through their hive mind, yeah, you're making them a better cleaner.
Okay.
And so I think you're in your kaiju pride, you have to point it out, but you realize like every time you point something out, it never happens again.
That's fine. Like I said, Grizlar's he's still gonna best him one day, so that's fine. Grizlar's just biding his time.
Yeah, and I think there comes a time where you have nothing else to point out on them when you inspect those floors. And actually you go to like one floor below where they've stopped expanding and are like going about your business there. And I think you're going to clean a room that's like really trashed because maybe they had like a floor event or something. And all of a sudden one of the red pandas is there, 2 of the red pandas are there, 3 of the red pandas are there, and they're like helping you and assisting you, and you get the room done way faster than you would have by yourself. But they're like just happy squeaking the whole time. Helping you, like you go to lift the trash can to dump it in your thing, and they like help you like leverage it since everyone is short to like dump it in.
You know, Grizlar probably has an unhealthy hatred for like very cute animals now. Like he still respects them for the clean that they do, but now he definitely has like an irrational hatred for like anything kind of furry. So,
so going back to Dr. Rush, you get called up to the big leads to talk to the CEO Seth now, and a couple of the operations managers for the building. Is there any kind of like prep or anything you're doing for this meeting?
No.
Are you going to take one of the red pandas with you to the meeting?
Yeah, I think at this point Rash still wants to like impress and has been trying to, it knows how successful the red pandas are, and is probably trying and failed to find an experiment that has shown to be as useful or as viable as the red pandas have been so far. He doesn't, again, the way that Rash does his science is that he is in the most chaotic and irresponsible way possible. So like he does, it really is just like trying to mix and match things until they work. So he doesn't know exactly how the red pandas work so well. They just did, but he's not aware of that kind of flaw in his process, and therefore is trying to assure the CEOs and them that it's like it can be done again. If with more resources, I can only become an even greater and greater asset to the company, and I think these red pandas are just the first in possible many more experiments that'll make all of our lives that much easier.
Mm-hmm. So I think you get called in. So you're sitting in kind of this boardroom, and in true like villain fashion, they've like backlit themselves on the other side of this boardroom table, so that they're like mostly in shadow with these really like dramatic silhouetted like chairs with like that comes up with their spikes, and there's like a spotlight on your side of the table where you sit to make it even harder to see them, which it's just for dramatics and theatrical likeness at this point, because you're aware of who Seth No is, like they're in all the promos, you're aware of who the operations managers are, but their identities are not hidden, but it's very dramatic. And you have the cute little red panda with you, and I think you just see them like trying to be squeaky and cute and trying to climb into the chair that's beside you and before they like kind of like barrel roll into it and sit up and are like holding their paws and like chittering cutely. I'm gonna have you roll another drama roll for me to see how well this meeting goes for you. I'm going to give you your bonus to your creatures again, but because your last presentation to your lab manager went so poorly, I'm going to give you a -2 from that terrible meeting you had with them.
Okay, so I only get the +4 for the synergy bonus. So Wow. Okay.
So
I mean, this really just goes to show how impressive these pandas are.
yeah. So I think you kind of fall away in their mind in this meeting. Like you present it, but like you become the forgettable aspect of this meeting. Because like partway through your presentation of things, I think one of the operation managers like accidentally knocks over their thing of coffee, and then like lickety split the red panda like rolls into the table and cleans it all up, and the table is actually cleaner than when they started. Like some of the papers that were askewed are now like neatly stacked. Everyone has a coaster under their cup. The coffee stain is non-existent. What coffee stain? This is the alternate universe where no coffee stain existed ever. You cannot tell. And I think like maybe some of the like water rings that naturally happen on like a wooden table over time with meetings are also gone. This table looks better than the day they bought it. Like it's shiny, newly varnished, and when it finishes, it just makes a cute like little happy noise and goes back and hops down back to the chair. And I think that's what they remember from it.
Yeah, this really is the first step that really had Dr. Ash fall out of love of trying to be like a company man or anything like that, and it's like only in the pursuit of science and trying to repeat the success that he got from this particular experiment. Trying to get this, they see I can do this again. Look how useful it. Just ask Grizlar; he'll tell you how useful these pandas are.
And I think during the presentation that goes so poorly, after these people like find it super cute and it just does this fantastic thing, like during your presentation you're talking about how they regrow parts and become more and get smarter. You like lift up the red panda by the tail and cut off the tail and there's like shocked gasps from the other side of the table. And the red panda sits up and you slowly see their tail regrowing, and then in the tail that you're holding, like the rest of the red panda like slowly grows back. But again, I think the only thing they remember in their heads is this adorable red panda is the best cleaner ever, and also Dr. Rash cut off its tail.
While spitting out a bunch of math, it's like, see, and they've grown another 2.5% more intelligence just by creating another one.
Yeah. And so I think what they end up doing, right, is I think they end up making Grizlar the head janitor of this little growing army of red pandas. So like, you know, Grizlar gets called in one morning and they're like, oh, you know, Grizlar, we understand how hard this is, like managing this expanding building has been as a single janitor. You've been doing like a great job as a single janitor, but we want to promote you to head janitor, and give you a team to help keep now, because we don't think the building's going to stop growing. In fact, we've been talking with the nanobots, and they think they can add some like dimensional pockets, which will let us expand out even more than the already expanding building. So we think you're going to need like, you know, like a team to help keep the building clean and presentable. I mean, because we're villains, we're not, you know, garbage men, you know. And they are this is a little bit of a jab because one of the new heroes that just came on the scene is literally called Garbage Man.
Oof.
But they're spinning this as like, we're giving you a promotion, you're gonna get more money, you're gonna have a team under you, and you're like, yeah, this is great. And then they like,
oh, Grizlar's gonna ask, like, well, Grizlar wants to meet the team. Who is it?
yeah, and we've even set up a whole like little janitorial area, so like you'll have tons of equipment, and they're like walking with you and you'll have your own area that will have plenty of like mops and everything you need for the cleaning. And there'll be a couple of them throughout the building, especially as the building gets taller, so you don't have to like go all the way back down to the 3rd floor to get the stuff you need for like the 12th floor. And as they're saying this, and they open the Before they open the door, they give you a little hat, and it says like head janitor on it. And as they open the door, you see probably at this point like 15 of the red pandas in cute little overalls with little like janitor hats, squeaking and getting everything prepped for the day of cleaning.
Grizlar thinks the red pandas are in the way, or is a team behind them? Grizlar can't see the.
No, they are your team, and as they hear they are your team, all of the red pandas kind of like toddle to be in a line for like inspection.
Okay. Grizlar takes a deep breath. It's like, it's okay. Grizlar is so happy for the promotion and will do the best that Grizlar can with this new team. He starts going one by one to inspecting them, like all their, equipment, all that kind of stuff. Oof.
And like I've said, they've learned every time you've told them something or nitpicked on something they've done or corrected them on something or pointed something out they missed. Like, they are immaculate. Not just themselves, but like everything they've prepped to disperse through the building. Their cart is exactly the way you would set it up to start.
Can it also be too that they picked up someone like maybe his not mannerisms, but like they picked up some kaiju as in the language, so like sometimes he swear all the time, so they swear but it sounds like a cute little roar instead. It's like they even picked up a little kaiju.
Don't think they know what it means because you gave them a kaiju name, so like that got disseminated through all of them. So like they respond to that when you call them that. They have no idea that that's like an insulting name. Yeah, so I think they take that at face value. Like, you'll say something and then one of them will like tilt their head at you when you've said it in kaiju, and you'll be like, oh no, like it's a good thing. It's like great job. And they'll like repeat it back to you, and you'll like hear it go down the line.
Because like, what have I done? Okay, it's fine. But yeah. Alright, so now the head janitor. Grizlar does love the hat though. Like, he is so like, kaiju can't cry, but like, he's still like that kind of like an emotional kind of roar when they gave him the hat, so he's still pretty stoked.
So roll me.
Oh no.
A D8.
A D8? Okay. Oh god.
For no reason in particular.
Kaiju.
Okay, that's
might be one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
They just can't. They physically can't cry.
Okay, so that's a 5. So I think over the next 5 months, as the building continues to grow and there are occasional accidents that grow additional red pandas, and they're your team, you're teaching, like, from what I understand, you take great pride in the cleaning, even though you hate this. Like, you're not gonna like half-ass it.
The cleaning must be done.
Yeah. So are you taking it as like, okay, well, they're my team now, so they reflect on me in addition to like me cleaning the building and teaching them, or how are you going back about that?
Yeah, a little bit like that, but mainly just like, we have to get this cleaning done, so what's gonna be the most efficient way to get it done? And so, yeah, even though it still kind of hurts, but like his main thing is doing what a janitor should do, making sure things get clean. So if they can do it faster, he's gonna find the most efficient way to get it done.
Yeah.
Even though it does kill him on the inside a little bit.
So I think you see them learning, and then I think around month 4, they've probably grown to probably double their size. So there's like 30 of them now. And I think instead of just going through the routine or the list or the schedule that you've kind of like laid out to do, I think with them and you, they get so far ahead of the schedule. Like, it's like so clean that they start anticipating things you tell them to do or clean, and also anticipating cleaning that would need to be done on like a floor, having a party. Like, they're there the instant the party is over and it's clean before anyone can really say anything about it.
Boy, that tidy sense is going off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I
tidy sense is tingling.
I think at the end of month 5, Like, you're feeling good because you've heard many comments about how clean the building is now, how great the janitorial services have been. I think, like, you maybe have been able to take the time to do the, like, micro detail cleaning that you haven't got to the entire time you've been the janitor for this building. So, like, polishing the brass in the lobby and shining the railing on the stairwell and, like, that kind of, like, level of detail.
It's been like the happiest and also like the saddest and angriest moment he's been, because like he's gonna do all this and that's going on too. So he's definitely feeling a lot of emotions during this month.
Now, because you take cleaning so seriously, would you say Grizlar has kind of like a cleaning bucket list of like micro detailing that they've never got to?
Oh, yeah, I think he does. He has like a special notebook just for that. There's just like all of the special spots, and how to clean them, like exactly how much cleaning spots you would need. So he definitely does have like a bucket list for especially areas.
So I think from months 4 and 5, you probably get through a chunk of that list. So like I think like you're getting to do the things that you've wanted to do for a really long time but have not been able to. So that 4 or 5 month area is like both the best and worst time, because the team ends up like not needing a lot of instructions or directions for those last 2 months. You still host maybe like a quick stand up in the janitorial closet before you let them go. But like they can communicate hive mind style when they're on different floors. So if they need more people, like they don't really have to do any kind of like call out for it. It just happens. And I think towards the end of month 5, you've gotten through that third of the list. So how are you feeling?
Feeling good, because he knows at the top of the list, like he wants to clean that where the elevator sent you, like that other plane, like he wants to clean that area, like where people get sent to an accident. He wants to make sure that area is clean too. But so he's feeling good, like he's getting through his bucket list. He might even be able to hit that note too. So
yeah, so I think at the end of month 5 you get called in, and it lands probably right around your normal like performance review time. Okay. So it doesn't throw really many flags that you get called in for it, because you're like, oh, no, I'm gonna get like an amazing performance review. I've been fucking killing this shit. Like, this is awesome. And so I think the first sign that something's a little off, it's not just the operations manager that you're normally used to talking to. But you see this person you haven't really interacted with before. They're a little demonic. Let me jump to the NPC section. They are in an impeccable suit. They smell a little bit like sulfur. Future you knows this person as a Pusa, floor manager. Okay. But you're not sure who this person is. So you come in and they kind of get started with the meeting. The operations manager is like praising you, saying how great of a job you're doing as head janitor and how amazing that the building's cleanliness level has been, and so many people have given kudos and said amazing things about your work and everything you're doing. And he kind of starts going in a different direction, is like, we feel like maybe you're not being challenged anymore. Like, you've kind of, reached as far as you can go in this position. And like, definitely that like the like vibe of like, where is this going questioning thing. And then at that point, Apusa leans forward and reaches across and introduces themselves. They're like, hi, I'm Apusa. Hi, thank you. I think I have a fantastic deal for you. There are many messes in the city that need help. And I think you can provide that help to the city as a whole rather than just to the single building. How does that sound to you?
Grizlar just pictures himself. So normally Kaiju pictures themselves knocking down buildings, stuff like that. But he pictures himself like just cleaning everywhere, like cleaning the park, stuff like that, just like being awesome out there doing it. He's like, I mean, Grizlar doesn't hate the idea. I mean, Grizlar would love to share cleaning with the rest of the city.
Wonderful. We'd like to have you transfer to our floor to do just that. And I think at that point, Apusa kind of like slides over some like transfer paperwork. And it tells you like you'd be transferred to under their management, to be, providing services out in the city. I think the contract is like just vague enough that it doesn't throw any red flags.
And this is what Grizlar knows in the future, to always get someone to read the contract for you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
English is not his first language. This is like tricky for him. Like, okay, Grizlar thinks this looks okay.
Yeah, and then they just kind of like hand over a pen. Like, we can go ahead and just deal with the paperwork now, and I can give you a tour of the floor and the team that you'll be working with.
I guess it's better, Jojo, because he's so happy what you said, isn't like thinking about it too much. It's like, okay, so Grizlar signs it.
Yeah, and as soon as it's signed, I think it kind of like almost like disappears in a puff of smoke. And Apusa's grin gets a lot wider because again, they're a demon. And so they're grinning to go, fantastic. So, follow me, and they get up and start leading you to the floor. And I think what happens is, I think it maybe takes a week or two for it to fully settle into you that you are now one of the villains for hire. And I think you get introduced to Vi because you've known Vi the longest. So like you're on a team with Vi and a few others. And like being sent off on probably like very minimum jobs and definitely not the like cleanup stuff you had been promised. And I think I'm gonna confession cam it. Going through this week or two where you fall into this realization that you're not the janitor anymore. You're not a janitor, period, much less the head janitor anymore. What's going through Grizlar's mind?
So at first you see just like probably 5 minutes of him just staring at the camera, just like just staring in silence, just well, looks like Grizlar may not be the janitor. Grizlar's learned a lesson that contracts are important to read. It's very important. But Grizlar's not going to let it get him down because Grizlar knows that he can still be the head janitor of this place. He just needs to prove it to them. So Grizlar's going to keep trying. He's going to excel at this new job. Doing villain stuff, but he's not going to stop being the best janitor Grizlar can be. And you see he still has a hat. Like, they couldn't take it from him. Like, they tried to, but he still has a hat that says top janitor or whatever on it. So,
and for the audience, that's the hat that Grizlar lost in the big job.
Oh my gosh. Dang. Yes. Oh. Perfect.
So going back to Dr. Rash, I think for that 4 to 5 months, you're probably riding a little bit of a high, even though you didn't get the amount of recognition you want. You're like riding that high, maybe at a couple experiments out here or there. I want you to roll me a d12.
Ooh.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah. So in addition to the 5 months, you get another year. So you hit that 5 months, your red pandas take over the cleaning of the whole building. And while it's not like tagged necessarily that you built them, it gets out like, oh, the new janitor services oh, who did they move at? Where'd they come from? Oh, they're one of Dr. Rash's experiments. So like it gets out a little bit, like if people want to know that they're yours. So I think you're riding that high up to that 5-month period where they fully take over. And then you have a year of experimenting. I think you get a little bit more budget. You probably accidentally make like another assistant. And I think in that year time, right, canon-wise, you made Ocho, who you all might remember was referenced as the equipment manager. Because you have 12 months in addition to the 5 months, I will give you, and you don't have to decide what they are now, but you can if you want. I will give you 6 other, like, high profile in that they succeeded at the thing that they're doing experiments that either continue on at Death Lasered in the same capacity as Frank and the Red Pandas, or did so well that they are outside of Death Lasered now. So you don't have to decide on what those are, what their names are, what they do now here. But since we did mention Ocho, I do want to kind of dial back to you probably that 5 to 6 month period where you probably seriously start trying to solve a problem again. We do know the end result is that humanoid octopus that absolutely hates your guts in the equipment management. How did you get to Ocho though?
I think Rash. I think there's for every successful experiment, there's probably going to be a dozen failures, and a lot of it is just trying to repeat that success with the red pandas. So like trying to get into cute. Like, do I stick with the cuteness factor? Hedgehogs that do your taxes, chinchilla baristas, baby penguin golf caddies, but they don't work out. And eventually goes back to the flow charts and going back to just trying to find a need and then find a need and then trying to figure out like what combinations will work out to get us there. So Ocho, strangely enough, Ocho is just all animals with tentacles. So he's all octopuses and squids and jellyfishes and other creatures of the like. And a lot of it is just trial and error. There is just a string of creatures that are being created and don't really most of them don't really do anything. Some of them just turn into normal animals. The ones that do succeed, I can't possibly figure out how this would be useful, but I have to justify something. So if anything, Ocho was probably not even designed to be like an equipment manager or anything like that. Ocho was probably supposed to be like another lab assistant, like having more hands on deck, having anything that could possibly be useful for him. Then Ocho probably went to apply for other jobs within the company on their own out of rebellion against Dr. Rash, because for Ocho, life is pain, my existence is turmoil, and you have done this to me.
Yeah, and I think we're 12, who is was your first lab assistant, isn't smart enough to necessarily think about the fact that he's stuck doing these repetitive tasks and not really amounting to much. I think he's just happy doing the repetitive tasks. It's very satisfying to him. Where you have Ocho start doing it, I think it becomes a problem because, octopus are pretty dang smart. And you've combined it with a bunch of things and then made it smarter. Because you're I don't need another dumb lab assistant. I need an actually intelligent, smarter lab assistant. And I think right around probably from your success to maybe the 7-8 month mark, Ocho starts applying to other places within the company. Like, not telling you, just like made a login to the company portal.
Just the silent quitting. The silent like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
jobs. Something goes
Like,
wrong.
had emailed HR and gotten like their own employee file and employee ID so they could get on the employee portal to start like applying to internal positions. And I think
They do their LinkedIn.
I think the like in the 9th month somewhere, they just like hand you an envelope with their resignation letter as their other arms like gather their shit from the lab, and then they just like turn around and leave.
This was very dramatic, and you're only going down the hall.
If octopi had a middle finger, the gesture that they do as they leave, finish going down the hallway, would probably have been that, but since it's just a tentacle, it just raise a tentacle at you. And I think you spend like in the full time period, the 17 months, so the 5 months plus another year, doing other experiments, having things go well, having things not go well, establishing yourself in the lab. Now, I have a question for Dr. Rash. We know that you end up in the Villains for Hire floor with Apusa as your manager, on the team with Grizlar and Vi somehow. What happens in the lab that leads to Dr. Rash getting transferred?
I think it's clear that the thing that what makes Dr. Rash a potentially good villain is that one of his experiments will probably end the world. Don't know which one. Don't know when it's going to happen. But wait, it's going to be the pandas. But you can only make so many exploding frogs before someone takes notice. So, I think that's probably how he get like something goes wrong in the labs. There's some kind of experiment that has like devastating consequences. The pandas do fix it or clean it up, or and the nanites handle the damage while the pandas clean everything up. But I think something probably goes wrong with enough aplomb that someone takes notice, is like, hey, you know what? This guy who makes, like the machine gun storks with human intelligence is probably worth turning into a villain. And so I think that's what it is. Like, I think Dr. Rash isn't like actively trying to like do evil. But it's definitely like in the name. It's definitely in the name of science. But because he's so callous, because he doesn't really care about the what makes it evil is the fact that he doesn't care about the consequences of his actions, and therefore we'll probably make a pretty good villain just because he'll create a doomsday camel and everything will go wrong.
Yeah, so I think the accident happens, and we'll leave that vague because you do have BS points, so you could later make that whatever you want as it happens in the story. But I think after the accident happens, you get suspended with pay for a bit while the investigation on what happens takes place, and then you get called into the HR offices. And I think you're essentially like, it's laid out for you, like the amount of damage you've done to the structure, and maybe the medical bills caused by other people in the labs or in the floors above or below is kind of like laid out for you. And it's like, or you can be transferred to this department. You'll get a little bit of a pay raise, and we'll still give you like minimum supervised lab hour times, but like, then you won't have to deal with this. And then they'll like slid the full number and like itemized list of everything that happened towards you.
Yeah, it turns out the company gets gets like a break on insurance when the damages are actually caused by villain activities instead of staff activities.
Yeah. So I think they almost like politely strong arm you into this transfer. But maybe you're a little hesitant until they add in the like minimum supervised lab hours. So you're like, okay, I still get lab hours and I get more money.
So I will still get to do science, correct?
Yes.
My experiment, yes. As long as my experiments do not falter, I don't care what you call me.
Cool. And they have you sign the paperwork and they send you off to your new floor. You did see that your manager is labeled as a pusa. So Grizlar, you're just getting back from a job with Vi and the group that you all work with at this point. You're probably one of the smaller groups on the floor. You're probably like 4 people, and most teams are like 5 or 6. And you see coming off the elevator Dr. Rash. What is your thought?
Well, he's going to charge at Dr. Rash, but then stop right in front of him and kind of Kaiju have this thing, they kind of bow almost as like a sign of like respect. Grizlar's been meaning to thank you because you've given Grizlar the ultimate challenge to overcome. So yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
Which is
I'm glad I can make such a positive impact on your life.
Grizlar is too, because at first Grizlar wanted to challenge you to, as you would say, like a duel to the death, but Grizlar has come around though, so Grizlar's happy about it as well.
I will take that as a compliment, I assume.
Yes, it is. But why are you down here though? You don't normally, your lab's on a different floor.
Oh, I'm going to be a villain now. I'm going to join a team. I think I'm joining your team. I'm joining your team.
Grizlar thinks about it. So joining, were you? Was this your decision, or was this because Grizlar was kind of made to join this team too?
Well, they said I could still do my experiments, and they just had to move some stuff over. I honestly wasn't paying much attention to all the speak, but I'm doing this now, and then when I'm back in the office, I get to still do my work.
And I think at that point, Apusa kind of like glides over and like kind of tilts so they can have one hand on Grizlar's shoulder and one hand on Dr. Rash's shoulder, since Grizlar is shorter than them and Dr. Rash is taller than them. And it's like, oh, wonderful. I'm so glad you all are getting along so well. I'm glad to see that there will be synergy in this new team. Dr. Rash, you'll be joining the team with Grizlar and Vi, and then she names like the 2 other people's names who will leave blank so you all can use BS points wherever you want to add people. And it makes it less difficult for me in the present. You'll find everything. We have a desk set up for you in their little pod area. They just got back from a job, so you have a little time to settle in before we send you off on a group job in the morning. There's plenty of snacks and tea and coffee in the break. I'm sure Grizlar would love to give you a tour so you all can catch up. And then like Apusa breezes away before you can say yes, I would, no, I wouldn't.
This Grizlar would be delighted to do that. Well, yeah, welcome to the. I think Grizlar's. What do they say? The Z team, I think, is our designation. So, yeah, but
lovely.
We're close to the top.
If you could point out which space I'll be working from, I think I could use this as some side space for experimenting, so that I don't actually always have to go to the lab.
Yeah, yep, and in between you and Grizlar, Grizlar actually cleaned your space too, so just saying, so it's perfectly clean.
Oh, thank you so much. I assume the red pandas did it.
As you're saying, I assume the red pandas did it, and Grizlar said, I cleaned it for you. You are walking down the aisle of pods to get to your team's pod, and you see a red panda actually finishing up cleaning.
Okay, I want to say Grizlar did clean it though, even though Red Panda came back and Grizlar was telling the truth. He did clean it. Like, oh. Mm.
And I think they see you and come over and toddle Dr. Rush and give you like a hug at your knee. And when they stop hugging you, your leg from like the knee down is cleaner.
See, I remember. Their fur also works as somewhat of a lint trap remover, so like they can actually pull dander and lint off of your clothes.
Okay, still not as good as like traditional cleaning methods, but Grizlar digresses. Grizlar does want to say though that Grizlar is actually cute for kaiju standards, so Grizlar thinks he's very cute. Just saying.
Oh, I'm glad that you are cute by kaiju standards.
Which are pretty high standards, so kaiju win all the fashion awards. Just saying, but it's fine.
I am truly happy for you, Grizlar, that these red pandas have been able to help you ascend the ladder of your career so quickly. It's only been a couple years at this point.
Ascend, descend. I think I'm more on the descending, but it's going to turn around for Grizlar soon, and Grizlar's happy to see you up. Come down here. It's definitely a. It's hard to find a polite way to say this. So Grizlar wants to. What did they tell you you'd be doing?
You can be mean about it, and Rash probably won't pick up on it.
Oh, I don't think he'd be mean, but he's just like, yeah. Grizlar, so you're given a promotion, right? This is more of a. I mean, they told you that, right? I mean, well, they didn't tell you that, but you read between the lines.
I did not notice that there were any lines to read. They told me that they would give me some more responsibility. I'd still be able to do my work in the sciences and mutagenics, and I saw no reason to refuse.
Well, Grizlar would just say that you're as much as a scientist now that Grizlar is a gender at the moment. So.
I mean, you still have the hat.
Yeah, that's true, and you still have your coat. So,
as we all know, the thing that makes you the most a scientist is a lab.
Exactly.
You're not a scientist.
Exactly.
So you have a lab coat.
Exactly.
In fact, I think that's kind of true because I think when you get your doctorate, like part of the ceremony is they give you your first lab coat.
True. So it's right. So they can't take that away from us at least.
Especially mine. Mine is actually, I've grown so large since the mutation that mine is basically a second skin at this point.
I mean, well. At least it makes getting dressed easier, so not the worst thing.
Haven't needed a change in pants in forever.
Which is probably why I got a little cleaner when you got up for a red panda.
Grizlar was going to wonder if that was a normal color, but now Grizlar sees that they used to be that color. Okay.
It's also the slimy skin.
The undertone from the skin, okay.
Actually, as he mentioned, it's also from the slimy skin. You see from like the knee down, the cloth of the pants is slowly getting soaked again and changing back to the color it was.
Grizlar sees what you mean.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and end this vignette into your stories here. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. We hope that you loved this little closing vignette on things, since we had to pivot from situations that popped up. And I'll go ahead and teacher call style on the two players that are remaining, so you all can let people know what you're up to, where people can find you, all of that stuff. So Blake, where can people find you? What are you up to? Anything you want to plug?
I'm so ready for that. Definitely not me. Here's me feeling dead air, yada yada. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. So you can find me at with the the group, which I didn't have to look up. But oh my gosh, there we go. The Cozy Trauma Crew. That's where you can find me. That's what I definitely always remember. So you can find me there. Cozy Trauma, all of it. But also find me here too, because this has been so much fun. So go back and watch all these episodes and get caught up if you haven't been already.
Awesome. And Christian, where can people find you? What are you up to? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I am the Louis Kaboom on the socials. You can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky. Check out, stick around with Paracosm Entertainment stuff. There's going to be probably something new coming out. That's a couple months away. I won't even mention it now. But hey, if you want to see live theater and you happen to be in Southwest Florida, come check out the Laboratory Theater of Florida. In a couple weeks, we're going to be opening up with Julius Caesar, and your boy is playing Caius Cassius. And the way we're advertising is as you've never seen before. So don't imagine just a bunch of white guys in togas. It's going to be different from that. And I'm not going to say much more than that. It's just going to be really weird.
And I am Kayla, just KGM down. It's depending on where you find me on the web. So thank you so much for joining us. Just check out the Linktree link that dropped. I do a crazy amount of things all the time. I do general management at Underground Oracle Publishing. Go check out our crazy large collection in both 5e, Cypher, and starting soon in Daggerheart and Black Flag. Go ahead and check out my social media if you want to be alerted to anything having to do with Villains by the Hour, and also some other ones that are going to get announced here soon. If you're in servers with me, you might have seen the casting calls for some of those. Those will start coming out here. You'll see the next one get announced this month. And you'll start seeing the cast reveals getting dropped soon for those. Other than that, again, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. If you liked this, go check out all the other VODs that are on our YouTube channel. Follow us on YouTube and Twitch so you get notified when these go live and when VODs are available. And otherwise, have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye.